Turn me up, Sly. How we doing out there this morning, y'all? Put a one in the chat if you got snowed in today. Hashtag snow day.
Slay Queen.
Oh, hell no. What do you think you're doing, you oversized Snickers bar?
Chill, Unc. It's just a bit of makeup.
My son goons to James Charles. What do I do?
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Daddy, are we going to Agartha?
No, we're going somewhere way better.
Oh my god, are we going to a secret island? What the hell is Diddy Stan?
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get milk. Where is your daddy, dark chocolate?
He went to get milk. Can I stay with you?
Yes, but first, no more LGBTQ clothes.
I miss my Princess Sparkly play toys.
Here, the only sparkles you see are when you get knocked out. Harder, faster.
That's what he said.
Zip it, fruit bag. Keep training. You are ready, dark chocolate.
Period, Slay Queen.
Oh, hell.
Just got off the phone with the aliens, and they really like me. I have a great relationship with them, but I wish I didn't FaceTime with them because they're really nasty looking, and I made some unpleasant jokes, but I think they like me. We have a deal like you wouldn't believe that's about to happen. I found out they have oil like you wouldn't believe. They don't even touch it. They told me, you're crazy for using oil. I said, you're crazy for not using oil. What's wrong with these aliens? You know, you think aliens would be smarter than us, but apparently they're not, because all they wanted for the oil, think of this, all they wanted for the oil is Marco Rubio. I guess he has some kind of special lineage. They really want Marco Rubio. They love him. And I thought, that's fantastic. Look, Marco's not going to be happy about it, but one person for trillions and trillions of barrels of oil, you have to do it. So Marco's not going to be too happy about it, but he's probably already on his way. I made the phone call. Just got off the phone with the aliens and
during the day. Excuse me, sir. As a Somalian immigrant, can you speak more about the fraud claims made against you? How did you know I was Somalian? Why do you not have any children in your daycare? They came outside of operating hours, but they came at 11 a.m. Exactly. That is prime not operating hours. Don't you think a daycare needs to be open during the day? We are only open during the day, but we are only open when it's day in Somalia. Could you maybe, I don't know, provide checks as proof of payment? Anything that could prove you're a legitimate business? We got robbed. They took the checks. We don't have any more checks. Maybe you could just open the door and show us that there are children inside. Nope. The robbers took the babies. No more babies. You got robbed. And they took the babies. No more babies.
Did his head grow?
No more checks. Only racism.
Did his head just grow? Hold up.
Who is that?
Hold
All babies are gone in business.
Hold up,
We
hold
got
up, hold up.
during the day. We are only open during the day, but we are only open when it's day in Somalia. Could you maybe, I don't know, provide checks as proof of payment? Anything that could prove you're a legitimate business? We got robbed. They took the checks. We don't have any more checks. Maybe you could just open the door and show us that there are children inside. Nope. The robbers took the babies. No more babies. You got robbed.
Yo,
And they
nigga
took the
heads
babies.
grew.
No more babies. No more checks. Only racism from you. Then who is that? All babies are gone except for this one. We only have this baby because nobody, not even robbers, want this baby. Oh my God. Is that Tim Waltz? Timmer. Yes, this is one of our special kids. He rides the short bus and he thinks all white men are evil. He also likes to cover his Game Boy in Nutella and lick it off.
Timmy.
Mr. Waltz, can you speak more about stepping down for re-election? Was it a direct result of the daycare fraud?
Timmy.
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's a lot. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali and what it means to be American, but it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice. You know, people don't really see like
Yeah. I never really watched this clip in full until just now. And I thought they were really just making fun of her with the bananas and rice meme. Because right now, right-wing Twitter is like, being Somali is not really being bananas and rice, but kind of like, when I think about it, it's exactly like bananas and rice, though. Oh my God. Oh my God. And look, you got to understand, they chose her. They chose her. She didn't just like stumble into a press conference where they needed an opinion from a random Somali. She was chosen. This was the best they could do. She's their TV representative, right? This is the flagship model. This bitch has been beta tested. And they were like, all right, we're going with this one. We're going with this one. This is the best one we got.
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's a lot. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali and what it means to be American, but it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice. You know, people don't really see like, you know, it's
Look at the Asian guy behind her. Right now, look at the Asian guy behind her. When she goes back to the bananas and rice thing, his Asian mind can't do the kind of math that would get him to where she is right now. His Asian mind can't possibly fathom what the hell that is in front of him.
How do it equivalate?
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's a lot. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali and what it means to be American, but it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice. You know, people don't really see like, you know, it's you know, people don't think, oh, you can eat bananas with rice, but that's what it's like to be Somali and American. It's like that combination of banana and rice, but you're
I really wish I could be in that Asian guy's mind right now. Oh my God. Imagine being the only guy on the stage that actually gets it. Like, damn. You just know you're on the bad team. But he's trying to make it work, though. He's committed. He's all the way committed to the bit now. He can't leave. You can't just pull out now. Shout out to Bluff City Nerd with the $2. Her teeth don't look real to me.
How do it equivalate?
Oh, man. Lord. And they really want to get Black America to be a part of this, man. What are you trying to say about us? All right, we got enough reputational problems, all right? We have enough image issues. We don't need to be attaching that shit to our bandwagon. Like, let them niggas float on their own boat. They can't come over here with us, man. Like, we don't need that. We already got enough shit going on over here.
All right, stop. Cooperate and listen. ICE is packing and they ain't missing. Protest, but you're getting too cocky. Don't mess around. They'll be yelling and jockeyed. Will they ever stop? No, they're too slow. Not scared of clowns, you bozo. To the Walgreens, you help yourself like a vandal. Running you down, I'm on foot like a sandal. Dance. GD go be the next prez. 22-8, make a part 2. Don't tread on us. Obvious it's jealousy. Anyone close to me, blessed to be smelling me. Love it or hate it, you better obey. Put your hands up if the officers say. If there ain't a problem, I'll absolve it. Show me the docs, promise you won't get holding. Ice, ice, baby. Don't mess with ice, ice, baby. No, don't do it, man. Come to the country the right way. With your papers dotted and signed, don't fight me. If you legit, I'll quit this pressing. Otherwise, orange jumpsuit you're dressing. Lock 'em up. If you're jumping walls, gonna have to answer to Big Lee Smalls in a mega hat. With the ICE, you'll be all good if the card be green. Ice, ice, baby.
Ice, ice, baby. The problem is, however we got here, the right wing has the momentum right now. The right wing is the cool team. And you know, black folk, we love to be on the cool team.
Half of DHS employees are non-white. So what would you say to those black and Hispanic ICE agents and Border Patrol agents?
Traitors to their race and to their ethnicity.
They're traitors to their race.
Yes.
Maybe they're people who came here legally and they don't want to see people come here illegally and break our laws.
F you.
Oh, I thought.
Damn, did this old white guy just call me a race traitor?
Half of DHS employees are non-white. So what would you say to those black and Hispanic ICE agents and Border Patrol agents?
Traitors to their race and to their ethnicity.
They're traitors to their race.
Yes.
Maybe they're people who came here legally and they don't want to see people come here illegally and break our laws.
If I'm a traitor to my race, what does that make him? How does that work? If I'm a traitor to my race, what is he doing?
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
half of DHS employees are non-white. So what would you say to those black and Hispanic ICE agents and Border Patrol agents?
Traitors to their race and to their ethnicity.
They're traitors to their race.
Yes.
Maybe they're people who came here legally and they don't want to see people come here illegally and break our laws.
F you.
Oh, I thought we were having a good conversation. Why are you saying that?
Don't you give me this shit.
Can you have a cordial conversation with somebody on the other side?
No.
Why not?
Because it has already been established that you guys are not interested in anything except your own agenda.
I'm also a Latino American, and I support ICE enforcing immigration law. Would you say I'm a traitor to my race?
Yes.
As a Latino American, are you even interested in hearing my side of the conversation, or you just said F me?
Listen, I've heard this. I've heard the side of the conversation. I understand that there are people who are legitimately worried about there being the dilution of white American blood by Latinos and black people and people from Somalia.
Hell, I'm worried about the dilution of black America. Let white folk worry about white folk. I'm not even worried about them handling their problems. I'm trying to handle my problems. If our problems kind of dovetail, then that's beautiful too. But like, I don't want to get replaced either, you know? We'll have our home again too. Our home is in America.
People who are legitimately worried about there being the dilution of white American blood by Latinos and black people and people from Somalia.
That's not what I'm worried about. Do you think that the 50% of ICE agents that aren't white are doing that, honestly?
Yes.
Do you think black and Hispanic ICE agents are profiling people because they hate their race?
No, because they are more interested in the agenda.
The agenda is to remove illegal aliens from this country.
Old white guy just called me a race traitor. And you know, I came across an interesting image the other day. and it sparked a thought in my mind. This is a video from Philadelphia City Hall. Philadelphia City Hall.
Oh my God, I can't get. She looks like this is like.
Now, I came across this video, and all of a sudden an idea hit me. It's like a lightning bolt. What was that line in that one movie, Apocalypse Now? It's like a diamond bullet. This is The Handmaid's Tale. Black women, or Black people in general, fantasizing about racism and the white man. He's gonna come put us back on the plantation. They's gonna beat us again. They's gonna make us slaves again. This is literally Handmaid's Tale shit. And I'm like, when I think about it, think about the imagery and the messaging of The Handmaid's Tale. This white patriarchal abusive system just somehow takes over and puts women back 100, 200 years. And then when you think about what Black people have been saying about ICE and white nationalism, Christian nationalism, and all that, it's the exact same pseudo-sexual fantasy. Black people in 2026 imagining the white man gonna bring his racism back is exactly what The Handmaid's Tale is for liberal white women. All the way down to the dramatic cosplay. When liberal white women show up to these protests with those red long gowns on with that white kind of nun's hat thing over their head, just like the women in the show or in the novel The Handmaid's Tale, you're watching the exact same thing play out right now with a Black woman. That is a Black woman, mind you. That is a Black woman with some Chuck Taylors on and a Klan robe. Or those some Jordans. Does she have on Jordans and a Klan robe? I mean, you got to drip. If you're going to put on some Klan shit, you got to drip. But it just occurred to me watching that play out, like, oh my God, this is like watching white women do The Handmaid's Tale. How much of history really is just, a story written by some Hollywood writer? Everything we think we know about the last 100 years of American life, what if it was mostly just given to us, from the minds of a Hollywood writer? And now, after a couple of generations of it all, you have Black people who really do believe that they are living through some type of racialized version of The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, yes, Jesse, that is literally KK Keisha. Think about that. And because we're all going to be snowed in for quite a while, I'm gonna be doing this for quite a while too. I think I'm gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna have a whole second show. Because, a couple of days ago, we were streaming about Becky, liberal white women destroying Western culture and all that. And, Becky had her glory. I had to give her shot. But then something occurred to me, too. Keisha is a Karen, too, y'all. And that's the thing we're going to have to come back to later. I don't know. We might stretch it out in one show. I might break it up into two shows. I don't know. But Keisha is a Karen. Has to be the the second act of the show. We have to come back to Keisha being a Karen, because who's more liberal than a black woman? I mean, generally speaking, you know, you got some nice shining examples, but the stereotype holds.
So somebody in one of my comment sections said that she doesn't see why Black Americans will be proud to be American, but she does see why we would be proud to be African American. And at first it didn't make sense, but then I'm like, when I really thought about it, it really just speaks to the same old sentiment I think that we hear all the time, which is, if you're Black in America, you're not supposed to be proud to be American. You're supposed to be proud of something else that is, I guess, a part of your DNA. But you cannot be proud to be American. You cannot claim to be American, right? At least that's the sentiment. But my thing is, I think what a lot of people don't understand is, just because you have a genetic affiliation with something, that does not mean that you have a connection to it. It's just like if you have like a relative or something that you've never met before, just because we share DNA does not mean that I'm going to automatically feel a connection to that person if I've never met them, never had no relationship with them throughout my entire life. And just because I don't have a connection with that particular family member does not mean that I don't love myself, because myself and that person don't have a relationship at all. So
I know everybody can relate to that. Everybody has members of their family that, you know, theoretically, I might love you, but objectively, I just don't like you. I'd rather not be associated with you. You know what I mean? Like, I wish the best for you. I hope you get it together, but like, you can't come over here with that bullshit. We can all relate to that. We all have that, you know, cousin or uncle or auntie or whatever.
when I look at that person, that family member, I don't feel connected to that person. So how can I base how I feel about myself off of something that I'm not connected to? Even if we do have similar blood running through our veins. And I think that that's just what people really don't understand. They can't seem to grasp that. It's almost like they feel like if you don't claim this unknown place that you have no cultural ties to, that somehow that means you don't love yourself. And it's like, how can I not love myself when I've never had a connection to that place throughout my entire life? I never associated who I was with that place. So that has nothing to do with how I see myself as far as my identity.
Of trying to be vehemently, so it's like, if y'all want to play the game of trying to be vehemently anti-immigrant like the white folks, all you're doing is hurt yourself.
Absolutely.
And trust me, and they're gonna be real mad. I just said that, so they're gonna come all the videos.
When all them Somalis were getting all that money, how did that help me? How did the Somali community coming to America help anybody in the Black community? They never make that absolutely clear. Like, I need you to draw a direct line from the Somali community joining the American culture and then Black America somehow benefiting from that. Like, the easiest thing I keep bringing up, we didn't get any of those billions and billions of dollars of Somali fraud. Y'all didn't cut not Ned nigga into none of that. You ain't even throw a nigga no bananas and rice or nothing. How you niggas got billions and billions of dollars of fraud and you niggas ain't even throw a nigga no rice and bananas or nothing? I could at least flip the rice and the bananas or something. You know, I could have got on my feet. You ain't even do that. But now I'm supposed to act like when bad things happen to you, bad things happen to me. Shit, when good things happen to you, good things don't happen to me. I don't know how that works out for you.
So it's like, if y'all want to play the game of trying to be vehemently anti-immigrant like the white folks, all you're doing is hurting yourself.
Absolutely.
And trust me,
when you look at
they're going to
this-
be real mad. I just said that. So they're going to come all the videos, but they can all kiss my ass. Go ahead.
But certainly when you think about also the children, people like myself who are born of Black folks born outside, now all of a sudden you get to 1 in every 5 Black people being either a foreign-born Black person or child of a foreign-born Black person. That does not include my son. Shout out to him, turned 30 yesterday. And so now you have a 3rd generation of folks, right?
No. Hold on. I want to stay right there. Because that's critically important. So what you're saying, and again, this is the thing that these people, this is when you're stuck on stupid and you don't pay attention.
Oh, we're dumb. We're dumb now because we don't want to go to war for niggas that don't even like us, right? We're dumb because we don't hug niggas that don't hug us back. Imagine trying to hug somebody who refused to hug you back. You know what that feels like? You ever try to hug somebody and they went all stiff on you, like get off me? Like, I don't know why you're touching me with your whole body like this right now. You ever try to hug a motherfucker who don't want to be hugged? They don't want to be touched by you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to help. I don't want to help. Nah, I'm good. And when you try to hug them, the niggas pick your pocket. You go in for the hug like my brother, and they pick your pocket.
That does not include my son. Shout out to him, turned 30 yesterday. And so now you have a 3rd generation of folks, right?
No. Hold on. I want to stay right there because that's critically important. So what you're saying, and again, this is the thing that these people, this is when you're stuck on stupid and you don't pay attention. So I'm just going to use, so you take Eric Holder, who was the Attorney General. Barbados. You take Colin.
You know what? That's a good one. El Cid, yo, that is a good one. Roland Martin is trying to struggle snuggle y'all right now. You know what? Let me put Roland back in the corner. Get up there and dance. This nigga up here trying to struggle snuggle y'all. Nah, no struggle snuggling. I heard that was illegal in at least 48 states, y'all. No struggle snuggling. You're not gonna hit me with that. That's that buddy hustle bullshit. Nope.
Powell. You take Shirley Chisholm. I can go Stokely Carmichael. I can go Harry Belafonte. I can name a whole host of folk today that when you start, Wes Moore, governor of Maryland. So, and they love yelling tethers. So the number you just gave, so what you're saying is that.
Hey, man, nigga just called me a tether the other day. Get over it. They just words, bro. They just words. Oh, you mad? You mad? Don't be mad. They throwing mean words at people. Oh, he's mad. Shout out to our lasers with the $2, y'all. Hit that like button for me, y'all.
Come on, share your dollar. Give me your dollar. Share your dollar with me. Come on.
20% of African Americans are children of Black immigrants. You said 1 in 5.
What I'm saying is 20%. 1 in 5 are either foreign born, so they're either Shirley Chisholm and Kwame Ture, right, born outside this country, or they're children of people born outside this country, such as myself, such as Wes Moore, some of the other names.
Damn, Roland Martin don't like this whole tether talk bullshit going on. You FBA niggas, you upsetting the apple cart. That's the problem. You FBA niggas, you really upsetting the apple cart. And here's the thing, though. This is what I love about the whole thing, though, because they like to try to make it as if it's some type of CIA plot. Like, imagine the CIA trying to psyop niggas into loving America. Like, that's not what they do. But really what's happening is organically, niggas just really fuck with Trump. And then through that, they can see, like, you know what? A lot of shit do need to change, man. I like how this nigga moving.
I'll say this about Donald Trump. And when I say this, I don't do no arguing. So y'all can save me the paragraphs in the comment section. I like, whether it be right or wrong, that we as the United States government, United States forces, said we're about to go to Venezuela, take this guy, and I bet we do it easily. But no, the guy from Venezuela, the dictator, said, you know what? Y'all are some cowards. I bet y'all won't. And don't even be late doing it. We went in there and got that shit done in less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. I like that shit. Do you know?
Bro, niggas that can't even pull off drive-bys properly looking at Trump like, yo, that's what's up. Niggas looking at Trump like, damn, you know, it was a line from The Dark Knight. I love the Joker's character in The Dark Knight. There's one line when he said, you know what? This city deserves a better class of criminal. And I'm gonna give it to him. That's how Trump came in the game. Trump came in the game. And look, what y'all calling him? A criminal. He got all these felonies. He touched the girl's butt. And Trump is like, yeah, nigga, I did that shit. That's right, nigga, I took that shit. That nigga in Venezuela was talking shit. You know what? I took that nigga too.
That we, as the United States government, United States forces, said we're about to go to Venezuela, take this guy, and I bet we do it easily. But no, the guy from Venezuela, the dictator, said, you know what? Y'all are some cowards. I bet y'all won't. And don't even be late doing it. We went in there and got that shit done in less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. I like that shit. Do you know how happy it makes me as a law-abiding citizen of the United States that at the very least, these other world leaders are terrified of Donald Trump, bro? You feel me? It's one thing to be terrified of your leader.
You know what it's like to have a big brother that everybody else is afraid of? You ever had a friend that was just kind of retarded and everybody else was afraid of him? But he was your homie though, so you cool. That's how this shit feels right now. Like I got a tiger on the leash right now. I mean, like this nigga is a savage for real. He ain't even been housebroken. Like I just let him do whatever the hell he want. But he cool with me. He good with me. You know what I mean? He look out for me. He don't give me no problems. But y'all niggas gotta be careful how you behave around this pet tiger I got right now. I mean, it's like that. It's like that. Like you ever just had that homie that just didn't give a fuck about nothing? But that was your man, though.
And then knowing that he can be defeated versus being terrified of your leader, but you know that you're probably going to be in the best of hands. You feel me? This man was beefing with a law. This man was beefing with one of the world leaders a time ago. Send him a picture of his own crib. If any of my soldiers get touched, if any single American gets harmed.
Oh, for real. Nah, that was a true story. I remember hearing that. Somebody was at the meeting talking about that. He was meeting with like one of these, I don't know, some Baghdadi, Afghani dude. I don't know his name, but dude was talking all this craziness and he showed him a picture of his house. It was like, listen, man. Never in a million years will you ever be able to get to my house, right? But I can just press this button. I can drop a bomb on your house. I can drop a bunch of dudes on your house. Like I can just have people pouring out of a helicopter. I can have a drone just flying around and in a circular pattern 24/7. Just in case, like you might want to go outside and take a piss, and I'll be like, I don't like how this nigga pissing, and boom, it's over. That's real shit. That was a real gangster move from the president. Gotta respect shit like that. And then not only that, how do you not want that on your team? This is what makes the liberals look real crazy now. It's like, yo, imagine being like fat and lazy. Girls don't like you. Dudes look at you like you a chump. And then one day you get your shit together. You're a little buff now. You got a little swag now. You got a little team around you now. And then you got these hating ass white liberal boomers like, what's wrong with this? Why are you acting like that? This is not supposed to be this way. We're not supposed to do that. It's like, bitch, shut up. I'm in my era right now. I'm in my aura farming era right now. Get off my nuts, man.
Beefing with one of the world leaders a time ago, send him a picture of his own crib. If any of my soldiers get touched, if any single American gets harmed, this is your crib. This is a picture of your crib. The world leader said, why'd you send me a picture of my crib? Donald Trump said, that's for you to figure out. If you want to. If you want to. Do what I say or it's raps. That's gangster as hell. Donald Trump is gangster.
Hold up. Hold up, we gotta run that back. Hold up. We lost the connection on that. Give me that one. Give me that back. Hold on. Give me that back. You ain't even hear what he said, though. This is what's so ironic about the moment that we're in. And this is really why, on the one hand, this is a moment really primed for like Black Americans to get out there and twerk and do all that extra bullshit. Like the moment really is prime for that. But at the same time, you got like a lot of just average, everyday Black folk, the law-abiding, educated lame, the getting money street nigga. Way too many Black people just generally like what they looking at with Donald Trump. They like how he moves. They like the fact that he can't be stopped. He bringing money back. I mean, listen, last time Trump was around, money was good. It was easy to make money. Trump brings the money. And you know, everybody loves the earner, man. You can be what you want, but you got to make that money, man.
How do you feel about Trump right now? He wild.
My dog. What the
come
fuck?
on, Jude.
That's my dog. Press the button on any nigga play with America. Press the button. You hear me? Nigga a felon in the office. Real street nigga, bro. Trump the first street nigga in office, bro. What the fuck, bro? Come on, bro. That nigga in the office still scamming. Still buying hoes. Come on, bro. My nigga living like that for real, bro. Obama would have never. That nigga ain't even cheat on his bitch the whole time he was in the office. How the fuck? How you a Black president ain't fucking no hoes? I don't believe in you, cuz.
Said, I don't believe in you, cuz. You ain't out there getting no hoes. Using them boys. I don't believe in you, cuz. Obama really like, he really like just disillusioned a lot of men about the Democrats and politics and whatnot.
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay.
I'm telling you, once Obama got in that White House and niggas really got a good look at him, they was like, nah, man. You see, because like Keisha don't give a shit. Keisha be promoting all these lame ass weird niggas and shit. These flexible niggas that could be bent over easily. Keisha promote them niggas.
Want to be masculine showing, but bend over bandits.
You can't trust Keisha's opinion on who should run shit no more. Once niggas got a good look at Obama, it was like, oh nah, we got bamboozled. We've been led astray.
Would have never. That nigga ain't even cheat on his bitch the whole time he was in the office. How the fuck? How you a Black president ain't fucking no hoes? I don't believe in you, cuz. I don't believe in you, cuz. Straight up. Nigga ain't dropped rent. Nigga ain't dropped gas. What? Nigga Trump. Nigga straight up.
Right. Money wasn't right under Obama like that. Soon as Trump came into office, oh shit, it's money everywhere. The streets are paved with gold all of a sudden. Under Obama, it was just gay. It was just gay and racial shit. That was really the whole Obama era. Racial shit and gay shit. Trump era, money. Money, 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 money. And then boom, George Floyd, COVID. That's the only way you can stop Trump. That's the only way they can stop Trump is with a scamdemic and a dead nigga. They had to really, really go to like the highest level of black magic to get that nigga to like stop the wave. Like you think about the level of sorcery that they had to concoct, right? Think about the collective witchcraft, the spell that we were all under in that moment. Floyd and the scam, Floyd in the vid, bro. We got hit with Floyd in the vid. It was like a left hook, right hook. Floyd in the vid. They told you couldn't go outside unless you wanted to protest. They told you couldn't go to work, but you can go demonstrate for this dead nigga.
God bless America, man.
So when that nigga captured the Venezuelan president and came back, what was you thinking? What was you saying?
Real street nigga came, kidnapped this dumb ass, took the oil. Who we gonna give it to? We don't even need your oil. We have it like that in America. We could have kept it for ourselves. Then he dropped the price. Nigga, gas in Colorado is $2.
Bro, that's like robbing the plug and then dropping the price on the bricks now. I'm the plug now. I'm the plug now. 15% discount on all the bricks now. That's real basic math every street nigga can understand. All right, nigga, rob the plug, he the plug, and the bricks are cheaper. How do I not like this nigga? How do I not like the nigga? He robbed the plug, became the plug, and the bricks are cheaper now.
Y'all don't even know this. Gas be $4 up there. It's $2 right now. Celebrate, hurrah, bro. What the fuck? Come on, cuz. Y'all playing, bro. On Juice. This shit is insane. Y'all don't appreciate Trump. You ain't getting no money. You ain't getting no money. That's all. You feel me? Shout out to Trump.
Shout out to True Hype. Shout out to True Hype with the $2 super chat. The Dawn is the 80s, 90s incarnate. Big facts, y'all. Big facts. Everybody remember the money that was flowing. People just want the money to come back. We want the good times to roll again.
Give me the money. Give me the money for I was you. Give me the money.
First off, that 51-year-old that was shot in Minneapolis was not shot by ICE. He was shot by Custom Border Patrol, and the reason he was getting targeted in the first place was because he had a warrant out for violent assault. The suspect had a handgun and 2 magazines on him, and when he was confronted by federal agents, obviously he didn't comply. Mistake number 1. If you watch the video, the suspect is hunched over on his knees. How did the officer know he's not reaching for the gas?
Hold on. Ain't that what they always tell black folk? Isn't that what they always tell black folk? You should have complied, right? If you'd have just complied, well, none of this would have been happening to you. All you had to do was comply, bro. Just comply, dude. All you had to do was follow the lawful police commands. Ain't that what they tell black people, right? And the irony is, right? The irony is, now that they're shooting white people all left and right, black folk are like, well, maybe they really meant that comply shit. now that white folk are getting shot in the face left and right, niggas are like, well, maybe they really did mean comply. All you had to do was stop doing that shit, all right? Doesn't matter if you're black, white, whatever. Maybe if you'd have just complied, like maybe they really mean, when they say comply, they really mean comply. You thought they was just saying that shit to you because your ass is black, right? You thought comply was a magic word they came up with to try to convince niggas. You thought comply was like per capita or some shit, right? You thought it was just some shit they used to trick niggas. Talking about comply. What does that even mean?
How do it equivalate?
No, nigga. When they tell your ass to comply, they mean comply. That goes for everybody. Anybody can get it. All right? I don't know why you niggas didn't understand. Once they shot that white woman in the face, that should have been a clear warning. The rules mean what they say, bro. Get down or lay down. I don't understand why you niggas thought, well, you know what? I do understand, because niggas been getting a crazy pass for so long that even white women thought life was sweet. And then, you know, fuck around, find out.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
First off, that 51-year-old that was shot in Minneapolis was not shot by ICE. He was shot by Custom Border Patrol, and the reason he was getting targeted in the first place was because he had a warrant out for violent assault. The suspect had a handgun and 2 magazines on him, and when he was confronted by federal agents, obviously he didn't comply. Mistake number 1. If you watch the video, the suspect is hunched over on his knees.
Not only did he have a handgun, it wasn't just like a little throwaway $300 handgun. This was a high capacity SIG with optics on it, like, and he had extra magazines. Yeah, he already has a high capacity weapon with extra magazines, and you're coming to a peaceful protest, right? You know what? Uncut Underground. All right, first of all, 2 things I want to address. First off, shout out to Freeman's Journal. He says white people getting smoked is killing the what if he was black bros. Yeah, the what if he was black bros, them niggas are in hiding right now. Niggas trying to formulate a new kind of strategy. The what if he was black argument died with Renee Good. We totally killed the what if he was black argument. That nigga dead, just like Renee and this other dude now. What if they were black? And that's the only part of it. They need people to be black so you can pretend like what's happening is like OD. Because when it happens to a white person, when it happens to a white woman, it's like, oh shit, they really not playing. When it happens to a black person, racisms. You did a racism to me. But when they shoot that white dude in the streets in Minneapolis, they like, oh shit, they really not playing again. They keep on not playing. And then look, half of black folk are like, damn, they really mean what they say. These white folk not fucking around right now. Like, it's really, really looking serious out here. It's looking crazy. And then I want to address this other line. Uncut says, right-wing gun control in the way. Right-wing gun control on the way? No, we just witnessed right-wing gun control. Right-wing gun control is, I will shoot you. From an ideological standpoint, the right wing doesn't believe in like legally restricting gun rights. That's going to be a very hard sell for the right wing voting base, right? But on the other hand, how about I just shoot you? Think about it. See, like, I could go through all the process of convincing all these hardworking, rural farming white people who just like to hunt and protect themselves. I could convince them that somehow legally maneuvering to restrict their gun rights is noble and it's the right and pure American thing to do. Or I can just shoot the shit out that one guy and we just move on with our day. That's right-wing gun control, really.
How did the officers know he's not reaching for the gat to start letting loose? Obviously, he's a violent individual. They don't know what he's capable of. I mean, it's common sense. Before the suspect was able to let loose on the officers, one of the officers let loose on him. As he should. If that man laid down and put his hands on his back like he was instructed to do, he would be alive and breathing right now. Simple. This was not a public execution. Federal agents aren't targeting citizens at random. They were taking a dangerous individual off the street. Tim Walz sent a request to the president president talking about all federal agents should evacuate the city immediately. You only want the federal agents gone before they unmask all the fraud that you let go on. A lot of fraud, by the way. It is sad that a life was lost. However, if he complied, he would be alive. Keep it up.
I'm not that sad. I'm really, I don't know what you mean by why would this be sad? Like, put a 1 in the chat if you're just not that sad yet. I'm waiting to feel bad. I imagine at some point I would feel bad for somebody. You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for that little Mexican kid whose mom and dad just ran away and left him with the police. I feel bad for that kid. Because now you got to know for the rest of your life, your mom and dad ain't shit. Like, it's one thing to be a Mexican. You can recover from that shit. You know what I mean? But your mom and dad are fucked up, bro. Your mom and your dad both left you with the police, bro. Never mind being a legal immigrant. There are worse things in life than not being an American. Your mom and dad ain't shit, though. That's fucking crazy. How your mom and dad just left you with the police? Like, you know what? Listen, man. If the police about to take my kids hostage, you know what? I'm just going to take that charge, bro. I'm just going to take that charge. That shit's crazy work to me. I'm not leaving my baby behind. Look, how I'm going to put my baby through the system because I can't go through the system. What type of bullshit you on? You know, that is the one person I legit feel bad about, but not for the reasons that the liberals feel bad. I'm just like, damn. Now your son got to grow up like, this is my dad? Crazy work, bro. Crazy. My kid ain't never going to look at me like that. My son could never look at me like that. I ain't never leave you behind so the police could get you. Yo, how you just shed the dead weight? Like the nigga was too heavy? He was slowing you down? Because he got away, though. I think the nigga got away, too. That's what made it crazy. The nigga got away. He was like, look, if I could just hit my little spin move, I'll be good, but I can't juke. I can't hit the juke move with the baby right here. So he just like tripped the fed up. He tripped the boy up and did a juke move. And he got away. Nigga tripped his own son. Did a juke and a spin move. Put out that stiff arm, did the Heisman pose, and got the hell up out of there. No child left behind. No child left behind. That's crazy work, bro. You left your whole kid back? Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm like, you know what? It was a good run, bro. Once you're about to take my little kid into custody, it was a good run. You got me. You got me, bro. That's crazy. Because look, chances are the kid was born here anyway. He might have got the pass. They gonna put that nigga through the system now. You could have dropped him off at an auntie house or something like that. Like, nah, you did that nigga dirty. You did that nigga dirty, bro. How you gonna do a spin move and leave your whole kid behind? Like, nah. That's wicked, bro. I'm not with you.
That you let go on. A lot of fraud, by the way. It is sad that a life was lost. However, if he complied, he would be alive. Keep it up, Donald Trump. Ow!
Damn. That nigga went a little hard at the last point right there. Hold on. That was one of the hardest nigga. That was one of the hardest dabs in nigga history. I gotta nominate this nigga into the Negro history books for like the hardest dab ever.
Would be alive. Keep it up, Donald Trump. Ow!
Nah, he gotta go in the Negro history books, bro. That was the hardest dab in all of Negrodom. I ain't never seen a nigga dab like that before. You know, I might have to isolate that and keep that up as part of the show.
Keep it up, Donald Trump. Ow!
That nigga dabbed from his soul. That nigga reached into the bottom of his soul with that dab. That was for all the black marbles right there, or all of his blackness. He put all of his melanin in one move and dedicated that shit to Donald Trump. That nigga put all of his soul, all of his melanin, all of his Jerry curl juice into one move and dedicated that shit to Donald Trump.
Be alive. Keep it up, Donald Trump. Ow!
God damn. The James Brown scream. God damn. Oh shit. Shout out to the urban landlord with the $4.99 on the super chat challenge. Don't mess with my team, bro. Don't challenge the church, bro. Don't challenge the church, bro. Chocolate right on back, right on top of it, off the top rope. Off the top rope. Don't challenge the church. You don't know this church, John.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And with this, I dress myself in cashmere. I dress myself in $100 pleated slacks. I dress myself in alligator shoes. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. I got
Whatever you do, do not challenge the church. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all coming through. Like, share, and subscribe. Support the stream, y'all. Support the show.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
So ICE has taken the life of another person in Minneapolis, Minnesota. They have already taken the life of a white woman. Now they've taken the life of a white man, both of whom are U.S. citizens. And now they're on the news right now lying about what actually happened when we've seen the video. But what bothers me most is those of you who are saying, where are black people and why aren't they protesting? Where's Barack Obama? Where's Kamala Harris? Where are the black leaders? Excuse me. We told you. We told you. But
now, another interesting wrinkle in this whole Ice Baby wave is that the black liberals are basically torn in half right now. You got maybe not even half is the right word. It's like probably 60-40, 70-30. With like the small side out there. You got a handful of niggas out there in the cold trying to protest and all of that. They probably trying to get a little white coochie or something while they out there. You know, niggas be like in multitasking shit. But like, it's a very, very white protest. The No Kings March, the very first anti-ICE march in LA. There were more white people than Mexicans at the very first anti-ICE protest in Los Angeles. There's just not enough black involvement in this protest shit. And right now, a lot of the black liberals are blaming white people. Like, look, we tried to tell you, right? The black liberals are looking like the black liberals are looking at white liberals like, I tried to tell them. Don't look at me now. I tried to tell them. It's up to you now.
So ICE has taken the life of another person in Minneapolis, Minnesota. They have already taken the life of a white woman. Now they've taken the life of a white man, both of whom are U.S. citizens. And now they're on the news right now lying about what actually happened when we've seen the video. But what bothers me most is those of you who are saying, where are black people and why aren't they protesting? Where's Barack Obama? Where's Kamala Harris? Where are the black leaders? Excuse me. We told you. We told you. But y'all didn't believe us. Matter of fact, they told you and y'all didn't believe them. They put it online for free. They put it in a book. They did interviews. They have themselves on recordings letting you know what was going to happen. And y'all said that the black lady with the funny laugh was not the one for the job. But now you're asking, where's black people? Now, there are other ways to protest and organize.
So like the black liberals are like, white people gonna have to get this one together. The black liberals have abandoned their white liberal allies. That's hilarious, y'all.
Because there are a lot of people in this country who do not like black women, but black women are the base of the Democratic Party.
For black people to be safe out here. This is on y'all who decided to push anti-blackness at a time when we told y'all what would happen. And now we are in the year of the midterms and we're seeing such violence that we knew was coming. And y'all are telling us that we need to get out there and put our bodies on the line? Nah.
Yeah, that is true. Uncut Underground says this movie would be trash if Kamala got elected. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Kamala getting elected, nobody would be having a good time right now. Everything would be trashed right now if Kamala got elected. Conservatives be mad. Liberals would be mad. Men will be mad. Women will be mad. Hoes will be mad. Shout out to Freeman's Journal with the 888. Salute. Talk to him. Let me drop another one on you.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And with this, I dress myself in cashmere. I dress myself in $100 Cleveland flags. I dress myself in alligator shoes. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. You talking?
Because you watched Rodney King. You watched Philando Castile. You watched Trayvon Martin. You watched Alton Sterling. You watched Sandra Bland. You watched Breonna Taylor. You watched them all. And it still wasn't enough. So now you're looking for black people to get out into the streets and put our bodies on the line because you are afraid to get shot in the face. This is your time to shine. Because when it was peaceful and all you had to do was show up to the booth and vote, you stood at home or you voted for the other man.
She said, white people, this is your time to shine. They are shining right now. They shooting white women in the face. They shining so hard right now. The white man is remembering his recipes, all right? The white man has remembered the one secret ingredient to Western civilization.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
No, Pastor, I'm not letting you niggas get any credit for your great white crash out. You told me conservative, redneck, MAGA, Trump supporters were going to crash out. You thought your great white crash out was going to be some Handmaid's Tale shit. I'm not going to let you Handmaid's Tale niggas get no credit for that shit. Your Handmaid's Tale fantasy did not happen. Ain't nobody going back to the plantation. Ain't no FBAs getting rounded up. Ain't no real niggas running from ICE. You know who real niggas run from? The DEA, nigga. Real niggas run from Gun Squad. Real niggas ain't running from ICE. What the fuck is that about?
Because you were a one-issue voter or you felt that your vote didn't matter. And clearly it does. My question is, now that you see that they don't even care about white people in this country, what are you going to do? The ball is in your court. Elections are November 3rd, 2026. I hope you're ready. And we're only 1 year in.
Trying to get niggas out here running from ICE. Nope. That is the move. And this is another thing, Pastor. I hope you guys understand. I say this with all love and a little bit of disrespect as well. Just a little bit of disrespect, you know. I'm petty like that. Righteous but petty, right? Righteous but petty. But I just want you guys to understand. Why do you and so many of your brethren have the exact same politics as liberal white women? Think about that for a minute, Pastor. You and a lot of the liberal pro-black men, the woke niggas, you have the exact same political, ideological worldview as liberal white women. They want to be white women. And look at Pastor. Shout out to the liberal white women. It just occurred to me, like when I was thinking about, I said this earlier, you know, days ago, like you guys, I just noticed it. You guys have the exact same politics as liberal white women. Like that big, that not, he ain't even a big nigga, but that Black Panther, the DEI Panther nigga, the DEI Panther guy is internally, he's a liberal white woman. That's really what strikes me like that. It just killed me when I realized that about you guys. Like internally, your internal mechanism, bar for bar, it matches the liberal white woman's.
For all the Black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping Black Americans too, right? And they're just saying, oh, we thought they were African.
All right, for the record, I know this guy is the dude, but for argument's sake, I'm going to count him as a liberal white woman too. In my mind, this motherfucker reads as liberal white woman, but you know, don't let your lying eyes fool you. This nigga's a liberal white woman too.
For all the Black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping Black Americans too, right? And they're just saying, oh, we thought they were African. We thought they were illegal immigrants. And then they will detain you for days, sometimes weeks, so that they can have their way with you in the ICE detention center while they figure out that you're an American.
What does that even mean, liberal white woman? Have their way with you? They're going to detain you and then, quote, have their way. What does that even, you see what I mean? It's the Handmaid's Tale. Everybody is acting out a weird pseudo-sexual fantasy that like oddly parallels the Handmaid's Tale. Black people, white people, they are all going through this weird like pseudo-sexual oppress me harder fantasy. It's a crazy thing, you know. The harder daddy oppresses you, the more right you feel. Think about that. That's exactly the psychology that's playing out. The harder daddy oppresses you, the more right you feel. Everything in your life feels accurate and normal when daddy oppresses you harder.
For all the Black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping Black Americans too, right? And they're just saying, oh, we thought they were African. We thought they were illegal immigrants. And then they will detain you for days, sometimes.
Oh, Art, shout out to Art Style in the chat. And I think I did just mention the DEI Panther guy showing up for the immigrants, but this is kind of the framework I'm working on. And I know, Art, this is going to kind of hit a little bit close to home for you and your crowd, but a lot of Black folk are just acting out a version of the Handmaid's Tale. And, you know, even in the Handmaid's Tale, they had their little resistance, you know, they had their underground, you know, they had the liberal white woman underground railroad. And so that Black guy in Minnesota, he is acting out his role in the racial Handmaid's Tale drama that black folk have concocted for themselves. So he is in Minnesota or wherever he is a part of the resistance movement. 50 Shades of Government Oppression. Hit that like button, y'all.
Weeks so that they can have their way with you in the ICE detention center while they figure out that then they will detain you for days, sometimes weeks, so that they can have their way with you in the ICE detention center while they figure out that you're an American citizen. In fact, that's exactly what happened to this lady right here. She's an American citizen. They detained her for 2 days and kept her in that detention center. And this is what they're doing with so many people. If you're not white, they will target you. If they just have a bad day, they just feel angry or feel extra racist that day, they'll target you, kidnap you, beat you, throw you in the back of a truck.
Now, this is one of the things that it's just a visceral thing for me, but I got to point this out and let me intellectualize this phenomenon for you guys. So theoretically, the major concern that, a lot of just normal rank and file black men have with the right wing, the conservatives, y'all racist, all right? Which is just a shorthand for saying white guys don't like me. Okay, fine. These are the white guys that do like you. Does that make you feel better? The white guys that do like you are this guy right here. Is this the team you would rather be on? Just like from an ideological standpoint, the left wing, either politically or socially, they just don't believe in men anymore. That's why they fight so hard for the transgender thing. Even the immigrant issue, low key, it's a weapon against the men of America. Immigration lowers the wages of the blue collar men first and foremost, which now lowers the family formation rate and capabilities of the men who would want these jobs to attract women and keep family together. So a lot of this stuff is coded as anti-male in a lot of ways, whereas like on the right wing, you're going to fight your battles if you choose to, but you'll fight them as men and you'll be respected as men. And you get to live and die as men. It's the little things in life, It's like the Conan clip. What is best in life? Sometimes you just want to let your nuts drag.
And take you to some random ICE detention center. There was one citizen that they actually deported to a whole nother country. And she was a U.S. citizen. This is no longer about left versus right. This is no longer even political. It's just straight up racism against anybody who isn't white. If it was about them not working, then why is ICE showing up to their jobs to arrest them and deport them? If it was about them not paying taxes, then why is ICE using the IRS to find them? And if it was about them not being here legally, then why is ICE waiting for them at their court hearings where they are going to follow the legal proceedings of how to become a citizen here and how to be a legal resident here? It's never been about any of that. It's always been about race.
It's like you're not supposed to use actual police work to do police work. It's crazy how all of a sudden police work is now wrong. You guys have a weird take on reality. Shooting people in the face is not becoming anti-Second Amendment, all right? Never in the history of gun arguments have I heard a person say that me shooting somebody in the face means I'm anti-Second Amendment. We are having the most pro-gun era in the country right now. Gun sales going up. Liberals buying guns, conservatives buying more guns. Everybody loves guns all of a sudden. No. This is good stuff right now.
Always. If you're not white, you are their target. Right-wingers, people who support ICE, are white, and they will never, ever admit that it's about race for them. They want anybody who isn't white to be beaten, kidnapped, deported. They want punishment. They want violence against anyone who isn't white. That is their goal.
Liberals are literally willing to die to prove to black folk that racist white people are out to get them. They just don't know how many white people they're going to have to sacrifice before black people understand that this white man is after them. Like, the whole shit don't make any sense when you think about it. Like, how many white people have to die before you niggas get it? How many white people have to get shot before you niggas get the message? If I got to shoot one more white person for you niggas to start acting right, goddammit, it's gonna be a problem.
Don't come to Minnesota because you will fuck around and find out. We stand in unity. Yes, we don't always agree. And yes, there are racial tensions. But what you see is the community standing together of many nations, ages, sizes, backgrounds, colors. We are standing together, and we are not afraid of you, Trump. Come again, and you'll fuck around and find out. We will continue to fight. We will not go back to slavery. You will not take us back to Jim Crow. Our ancestors fought too hard and bled too much.
Didn't I tell you? They think they're gonna go back onto the farm. They really think it's the Handmaid's Tale. Let me show you guys again what I mean about this is just cosplay. This is just Handmaid's Tale cosplay. They really want you to think that the fantasy is reality. They have a Hollywood picture in their mind of reality. And now they want us all to join them in their Hollywood cosplay fantasy that, you know, the white man's gonna come get us. The white man's gonna put us back on the farms. As soon as they get all these Mexicans and all these Somalis out of here, they gonna make us pick the cotton again. I heard them talking late up at night. I was up at Mr. Charlie house and I heard them whispering.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Good nigga. Don't send Toby away.
Colors. We are standing together, and we are not afraid of you, Trump. Come again, and you'll fuck around and find out. We'll continue to fight. We will not go back to slavery. You will not take us back to Jim Crow. Our ancestors fought too hard and bled too much and died too long for you to take us back as a nation. You see that they don't kill who they kill. They're killing white women. This is not a color line anymore. This is about the have and have not. When as a nation is this okay? We are all immigrants. The only people who own this land are Native Americans. My people. I am Native American and I'm African American. And I'll tell
God damn, another indigenous nigga. Oh man, why? Lord, why do you test me? Lord, why do you test me so? Not another one. Why it always gotta be one of these? How you? Here we go again. Here we go again. Oh God, Jim Eagle, help me.
This makes Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle.
tell you what, we were stolen human beings, brought to this land and built it. How dare you come and tell other human beings they don't belong on this land? Today, we got justice for Nakima and Chantel. They are coming to your home. They're kidnapping your children. And it's not just black people. It's not just Somalians. It's
my kids are home fine right now. My kids chilling. My kids are straight. My kids don't even have no funny accent or nothing. They're gonna be good. They're not taking my kids now. If it's one of them like Somalian kids, you know, that's trouble. And hell, listen, that Mexican kid, he had a shot, but his dad like tripped him up and did a juke move and left him behind. That's the only reason they even got his kid. His dad did a Mexican juke move, and the kid didn't know how to keep up. And so the ICE people caught him. They didn't catch his pops. That nigga's still running. That nigga probably halfway to the border now. Nigga, he never stopped running after that. Need to worry about your own kids. Just like Keisha, fake worried about other people's kids. Worry about your kids. Stop fake worrying about my kids. You need to real life worry about your real life kids instead of fake worrying about other people's fake kids.
Kima and Shantae. They are coming to your homes. They're kidnapping your children. And it's not just black people. It's not just Somalians. It's not Latinos. It's not even Asians. It's going to be all of you. New World Order. You better get ready to fight for your democracy and your freedom.
Yeah, this isn't actually a democracy. We are a republic. You don't need to know that, though. She's not supposed to know these things. Up here talking about shit she don't know about.
Get back in the kitchen.
Talking all this bullshit.
And fuck it, we doing multiple different fucking videos today. All of y'all who are saying this is not our fight, I'm trying to understand where we're coming from, because I understand that Black people be on the forefront of a lot of different movements, and that our movements have paved the way for other groups, marginalized groups, to get rights in America. So I'm understanding where the logic is going, but I'm telling you the logic is flawed. Anytime anything has ever happened in America, we have always been the scapegoats. We have always been the last leg of the line. They are going to find a way to make this about Black people. They're going to find a way to make this touch Black people. They already have. Like, maybe y'all weren't paying attention in class, but in Nazi Germany, did y'all forget that the Gestapo also targeted, sterilized, murdered, and put in concentration camps Black Germans? Like, this idea that this will not affect us and that it's not our fucking fight. Are you cool? Like, what the fuck are you? And mind you, we're not saying that right now that Black people are the most affected group. What we're saying is that a loss of rights for one is a domino effect. Like, stop bullshitting on my timeline.
You know what? I want to play some dominoes.
Get back in the kitchen.
Hey, yo, America. Understand this. I'm a Black man in America, right? I walk around with a 19 on my hip, a SIG in my glove compartment, and an AR-15 in my 2020 Honda Accord.
He must live around a lot of Black people. I could tell you don't live where there are just like countrified white folk just chilling everywhere. You must live around. You probably like 15 minutes away from some niggas.
Daily, right? And
like this nigga is really strapped up. Like, hold up. Who are you waiting for, bro?
Hey, yo, America. Understand this. I'm a Black man in America, right? I walk around with a 19 on my hip, a SIG in my glove compartment, and an AR-15 in my 2020 Honda Accord. Daily, right? And you know what I don't do with those things? I don't go and impede law enforcement carrying out their duties. You know what I do? I mind my business. That's all I do. I go out there, I drink water, I get money, and I mind my business. You know my favorite saying.
That is a great daily routine. Drink water, get money, mind your business, man. You know what? I'm gonna write this shit down. Hold on, let me put this in my notes real quick. Let me put this in my phone. I gotta make sure I remember all the good parts about today's show. Drink water, get money, mind my business. Gold star. You niggas should try that. You niggas should try that, really.
At my business, dude. With those things, I don't go and impede law enforcement carrying out their duties. You know what I do? I mind my business. That's all I do. I go out there, I drink water, I get money, and I mind my business. You know my favorite saying, right? And for some reason, I'm able to survive. Every single day, I'm able to come home, run my kids a bath, tuck them in, and continue to do my thing. No harm comes to me, no harm comes to my family. I also have a 12 gauge pump away from the kids, of course, because, you know, you got to be a responsible pew pew owner. Okay. And no harm comes to me and my family because I mind my business. I let the law do the law things. If I have beef, I petition my lawmakers. I don't go and take it out on law enforcement who are also citizens and Americans like me. And for some reason, I'm still here. There's a lesson in that.
And you know what the pro-black's gonna tell you, right? You're gonna get your Negro wake-up call any minute now. Any minute now, them white folks gonna prove to you that you ain't shit and you just a nigga too. Any minute now is gonna happen, I'm telling you.
To understand something as a black American in Kenya. You go somewhere like a market, you're gonna be called a mzungu as well. Don't start feeling, oh, I'm not a white person. No. You are. Accept it. Yeah. You come over there with that accent, start speaking all loud like you usually do in the States. Oh yeah, you getting charged up. Oh, it was 50 bob to the locals, but now for you it's 1,500 only.
You understand what he's trying to tell you? You are Mzungu when you go to these other people. When you as a black person go to an African country, you are Mzungu, which is basically what they call white people.
To understand something as a black American in Kenya. You go somewhere like a market, you're gonna be called a mzungu as well. Don't start feeling, oh, I'm not a white person. No. You are. Accept it. Yeah. You come over there with that accent.
We are white to them, which is to say we are Westerners to them.
To understand something as a black American in Kenya. You go somewhere like a market, you're gonna be called a mzungu as well. Don't start feeling, oh, I'm not a white person. No. You are. Accept it. Yeah. You come over there with that accent, start speaking all loud like you usually do in the States. Oh yeah, you getting charged up. Oh, it was 50 bob to the locals, but now for you it's 1,500 only. Don't worry about it. Pull the money out slowly out of your pocket. To understand something as a black American.
You know, oh, can't hear the video. God dang. Let's try that one more time. My apologies. Happens every now and then when you switch from video to video.
If you understand the history of this country, the Klan reemerged in the 1920s. They were able to reemerge through law enforcement, starting in Indiana, and they spread across the country. What we're seeing with the ICE operation now is they're recruiting white supremacists to come into the agency and go in and terrorize communities. Now, let's not be fooled and think it's all about the Latino community. No, it's us too. When they're in Minneapolis and they're pulling over brothers and sisters from Sudan, they look like us. They look like all of us around this table. So it's one group today, it's another one tomorrow, it is us after that. We have to stand up. So what we're looking at is Klan activity masquerading as ICE agents.
Hit that like button for me, guys. This is what I'm going to do because you guys have been a great audience today. I'm going to just throw the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come up and add anything to the conversation about Black people being pro or anti-ICE. Please remember to support the panel. Thank y'all so much for coming through today. Shout out to Smarty Pants with the $2. He says, Black don't crack, but white always shines. Ooh. White always shine. I see what you did with that.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
And then shout out to Smarty Pants again with the $2. USA takes the gold at the Oppression Olympics. Yep. It's because the team is full of Black people. Shout out to Smarty Pants, y'all. Hit the like button. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat if you want to join the show. Thank you so much for coming out today. If you want to have your voice heard, click the link in the chat and support your local ICE agents.
Take control. Take control of your city.
Appreciate you guys. What's going on? We got Pastor and we got True Hype up here so far. What's good, Pastor, man? Why? Let me ask you a question. You was talking crazy in the chat, man. Now, is this the white crash out that you guys were talking about? Because I distinctly remember you talking about like the right wing, you know, these MAGA types gonna crash out. This is not the great crash out as I remember you talking about it, Pastor.
Oh, it's coming, dog. It's coming because I'm gonna tell you why. It's already started, but it's going to be coming. It's coming even more because you have attacked the MAGA right wing white. You've attacked their Second Amendment. Now, I'm not anti-ICE or pro-ICE. The reality of it is I'm against them attacking Americans. They have killed 2 or 3 Americans in Minnesota, and that's out of line, dog. And you know that's not good. Whether they liberal whites or conservative whites, they Americans. And ICE, Border Patrol, is not there to be hurting Americans.
Pastor, niggas get shot every day, B. They'll be all right. They tough, right?
If ICE kill a nigga, it's over, dog. We're gonna turn this shit right the fuck back up.
Why?
Because, dog, that's not their job, dog. Their job is not to be hurting Americans. And if we sit back and just let them hurt Americans, then that's really being pussy made, dog.
Why would it be your job to get in their way?
It's not our job to get in the way. I think those Americans that are impeding with ICE investigations, I think they're wrong. They are wrong, but to kill them,
okay, walk through the logic. So they're doing something that we all know is quote wrong, and now when these agents have to remove them from the scene of their wrongdoing, and they don't want to be removed, what do you think starts to happen?
Oh, well, we see what's going down, and what I'm saying is America shouldn't stand for that shit. They shouldn't stand for it, yo.
Why
they
should
really
we not stand for it? Why? All right, think about it this way. After not just the Biden administration, but after years of just open borders and lax immigration policies and this sanctuary city bullshit, now you have to go in there and remove these people. And the minute we try to get in there and remove these people, liberals form like a street team, a militia, and they get in the way so that we can't remove these people. And then when we try to remove these people who are putting themselves in the way, when they get hurt, you now want to blame the law enforcement. That's really how that works in your mind.
Yeah, they're not de-escalating, which is I don't think Border Patrol has de-escalating techniques the way that local police does.
What does
I think
de-escalating even mean? What do you even mean by that? Why is it on the police to de-escalate?
because they're in a higher position and they're given a higher authority in the streets. So it's their job. It's their job to de-escalate.
Wait. Are they given a higher authority if the person's not listening to them to begin with?
Their authority still isn't taken away. That people just aren't following their commands. That
Then
don't
they
mean you
don't.
killed them.
Then they don't have a higher authority. Then.
Oh, they
So
have the higher authority. People aren't just listening. Because look, they have the higher authority up to immunity. Because this dude ain't gonna go. That dude that shot Alex Pretty, they're not gonna go. He not gonna go to jail. They calling Alex Pretty an assassin, or why he got 2 magazines, why he got 2 extra magazines. What? When did the right become so anti-American and anti-gun rights?
Well, it's more
we
about his intent. I thought it was a peaceful protest. I mean, did he not intend
It
to be
was
peaceful?
peaceful. He was peaceful. He didn't pull that. First of all, they lied. He didn't. He never brandished the weapon. He never was going towards them with the gun. They lied about that. They lied about him going for his gun. He was really going for. He went for his cell phone.
Wait. We got to be
He
careful
never
with that.
pulled that weapon.
We got to be careful with that because, like, I don't know. I haven't seen enough, and like the way the crime scene's been muddied up already. Like there's nothing's gonna be able to convict this guy anyway, even if he did wrong, because they done polluted the crime scene, and because the local law enforcement and officials have allowed this to go on, it's only going to get more dangerous, and nobody cares about what the actual facts are except the people talking nuancedly, not the people on the ground. The people on the ground don't care. They're going to go with their narratives, and it doesn't matter. Your side's wrong, my side's right. And that's a dangerous way to be. And the problem is the environment is the way it is. It's set up like a powder keg on purpose. This is all distraction, and probably because a lot of government officials will probably go to jail if they uncovered all the corruption because their hands got caught in the pot. Remember, like what 2 weeks ago? But before that was 3 weeks ago now, before we were talking about old girl getting offed, we was talking about daycares with no kids. That's still a big thing. They're uncovering like daycares in California and other states. This is a big thing, man.
What's more important, fraud or Americans being gunned down in the street?
But the thing is, why are they being charged up to get in front of these people's way? I'm not even on that, really. I'm just saying, like, they're getting charged up, right? They're shaking up the soda and putting it in front of you to open up. You know what I'm saying? These people, a lot of them are mentally well, and they're thinking they're stopping, like, the Gestapo, as some would say, and it's really not that. You know what I'm saying?
Prove to me how Alex Pretty was mentally ill.
I'm like, Pastor, I'm not talking about every single person, but a lot of these people at these demonstrations are not well. You've seen the videos.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you to some. So you can even argue that Renee Good was not mentally well.
I'm not even doing that. I'm just arguing the facts or whatever. Why in the hell are you blocking traffic? That's gonna cause some kind of equal and opposite reaction. And look, I'm not saying that the cops are right. I'm one of the first people to get up here and point to police misconduct and like how a lot of this stuff is like it's bad. It's not good, right?
No, Hood is up here representing and cheerleading the police state. He talking about we scared of the plantation. We scared of we the new Handmaid's Tale.
You a
We
Handmaid's
scared.
Tale, nigga.
No, you are pro police state. How about that?
I don't even see a police state. I see people that should have complied. Before we even get too deep into it, I want to just point one thing out, and I'm gonna pass it to you, Bluff. In terms of mental illness, True Hype, and Pastor, I think you can probably attest to this being in the medical field. But the liberals have a huge correlation between mental instability. Just all the various types of mental issue, they tend to they tend to coalesce on the left side of the political spectrum more than the right. But that being said, Bluff City Nerd, welcome to the show. What do you want to add to this, bro?
Yeah, I'm glad y'all talking about this because I just did another follow-up video talking about Alex Pretty. They found like his did a little backstory on him. He basically had major TDS, so that's what led him to even go out there and protest. And if this is just me personally, if I'm going to protest, I'm not bringing a gun with me. I'm not, and I'm not going to go down there doing anything to provoke these federal agents to mess with me, because I mean I've seen enough evidence what they're capable of doing. Because if I'm going to go protest somewhere, I'm just going to go protest and actually protest peacefully and go home alive. So I don't want to be the next Oh, go ahead.
Well, Bluff, no, because it's just a quick point. So you've seen enough white people get shot. You got the point, right? I don't understand why all these black folk can't get the point. Like, they're not playing. Stay home and stay out the way.
Exactly. Like, I support anyone's right to protest at the end of the day. You have every right to do that. You don't have the right to be a fucking moron.
I don't think he was doing that, and you can't say that you respect protesters, but then you tell them to go home and stay out the way. You got to have it's either one. You got to pick a side, dog.
Well, Pastor, that was me, and I don't respect protesters actually. So there's that.
Okay, I respect protesters because I went to a university that respected protests. We had the Greensboro 4 at North Carolina A&T that stood in at Woolsworth, their little whatever little store they had, because they wouldn't serve us and treat us right or equal. We went up in their stores, ran up in their shit. So therefore, I'm okay with that.
I don't respect protesters.
Hey, but Pastor, like, and I know this is not the same, right? But take the Anton Daniels joint, right? Two men disrespecting each other, right? And one person elevates. You then are gonna say that, oh, you know, I have to carry out my actions in a certain way. You don't get to determine how somebody's gonna react. That's not a good thing.
Example, I was
but that's not it's not a good thing though. But like to sit up here and say, oh, this is how it should be, is one thing, but we know how the world is, right? So if you take a weapon to that protest, and you know what I'm saying, I got my joint, right? Like it's a constitutional carry state, but I still got my joint. Like if I go anywhere with that, I am hyper vigilant and hyper aware.
No,
Bluff City got it.
No, none of y'all said this when the Proud Boys and the American First and the Jake Longs was protesting with
no. Like so when Kyle Rittenhouse went across state lines, I said that's not a good idea. It now when it is all said and done, it's only that moment that matters about the self-defense thing. But I'm like, it's not a good idea to go out there with a bunch of amped up people with your weapon. It's just not.
Well, y'all say it's not a good idea now, but I'm telling y'all, no one said this about the American First. No one said this about the Proud Boys. Y'all only said this when
there's people that said it.
Hold on now, because the Proud Boys was in the streets giving out them hands. I don't think this is even the same argument.
Yes, they had the Proud Boys were strapped too, and no one said anything. The American First movement was strapped too, and no one said anything.
Wait.
Jake Long and them.
Wait. You got to be very specific.
Federal agents.
No, they were the federal agents were removing them. So hold on. So did they cooperate with the federal agents when the federal agents was removing them and telling them to get away? To a certain extent, they cooperated better. They cooperated better.
They complied with their arms, whether or not, because I disagree about them even really being armed like that. I don't think they're showing guns was all that like a thing. You might have seen that somebody was armed, but the Proud Boys in general, most of the time you see them showing up, they got like a vest or something on, but they came to fight. That's what made the Proud Boys kind of a thing at the moment anyway, is because like a bunch of young, active men wanted to fight.
No, they came with guns too. That's the whole reason why Antifa. That's just why you have the whole National Socialist Rifle Association in Minnesota. Is because they had to get guns to go against the the pro right wingers. The left did not arm themselves for no reason, dog. We got to stop.
Wait. You're acting like in Minnesota right now there's a counter insurgency or a counter movement against these people that would some would call left leaning, right? Or whatever you want to call them. Like that's not the case. There's not like these crowds. It's just like it's them versus the feds, basically.
Pastor, I'm telling you, the Handmaid's Tale thing is accurate.
And I've
It's
never
not
seen
accurate.
this
It's not accurate when all the Proud Boys became ICE agents. They were recruiting Proud Boys to become ICE agents. They were recruiting.
You got to be careful with this Proud Boys thing, man. You know who started the Proud Boys? A freaking hipster, man, named Gavin McGinnis, and it was a joke. Yeah. Western chauvinist. It was like a drinking club, basically.
Right. They used to like drink. Well, you had to like name 5 American cereals to join the club. Like it wasn't even all that serious at first, and then it turned into some other shit.
They stepped that shit up, dog. I agree with y'all. They were really silly. They were really silly little.
Enrico Ontario was a police informant. So like I don't even know how much of this is real anyway with the Proud Boys thing.
Yeah. That's well known now. Ontario was a FBI informant. Whatever he did, I don't know what that entails, but whatever he did, he's on papers now. So
so y'all prove my point. Prove my point even more. Those guys are linked up with these alphabet boys. And when did they hit up with these alphabet boys terrorizing the citizens? And I don't care if these people are liberals or leftists. I don't really get to, because hood, I still like y'all niggas and y'all are coon conservatives and I still like y'all niggas. So I'm not really caught up on that left right like that. I'm cool with Americans.
You only
I'm
like
cool
us
with
because we're black,
Americans.
Pastor. If we wasn't black, you probably wouldn't even give us a pass, though.
Well, because y'all black, I am gonna give y'all a pass. That is true. No, that is true. 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 Like y'all still black. So I'm like, all right, these niggas is on some other shit, but they still black.
Nigga gave me the black pass.
I mean, I
man.
consider
so
myself
dope.
more of a center right, but yeah, okay.
Oh man, I'm still a nigga, guy.
No, I'm not gonna deny that shit. You still a nigga. You just on the other. You just be wilding. You just be wilding, dog. And I get it. I ain't mad at you. But
yeah. Pastor racist.
I mean, I
but he's
used
still
to
my
be.
homie,
I
though.
used to be on the left side of things politically. I stopped because it just did nothing for me. It just made me angry for no reason.
It doesn't make sense, honestly, man.
That's just me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, the reason why I stopped being a leftist is because I realized, dude, like, why am I supporting these people who are just become more and more radical? And now I know I'm glad I made that decision, because these leftists nowadays, they're more anti-America. They hate capitalism, and none of them have the backbone to stack their money up and actually get the hell up out of here and go live somewhere else.
well, when capitalism is working against the heritage Americans and the foundational Black Americans, then capitalism has turned into cronyism, and it's no longer working. It's no longer working for the state. Capitalism is no longer really working for the United States as it is.
Yeah, but like we don't have a pure capitalist economy though. It's a mixed economy, and then the thing is only as good as the sum of its parts. So if you have bad people, guess what? They're going to exploit whatever system that you have. And I'm more a little libertarian. That's what I would lean towards if you were going to put me in a box.
Okay. We got 2 guests real quick before you jump in. Let me just say this, Pastor. I think you're blaming capitalism as like a structure when it's more of corruption that's perverting capitalism. But capitalism in and of itself is like it's human nature to trade and buy, and so it's not even capitalism that's the problem. It's the corruption of things. People find certain pressure points and exploit them. But that being said, Bumpkin, welcome to the show. We're gonna get who is Trenton Harris III? Anyway, we're gonna get to you in a minute. I had a feeling, Dave.
Trenton Harris.
I had a feeling. Hold on a minute, General. We're gonna get to the crazy niggas in a minute. We gotta get the white man's voice in here before I let a nigga drag us down the hell. What's going on, Bumpkin?
What's up, man? What's up?
Mic check. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
What up?
All right, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll say this, right? I don't give a shit about that bitch that tried to hit that agent with the car. I know if I would have done that, I would have got shot at least 15 times. So she definitely got off easy there. I know she passed away, but she was a shit
could
person.
you imagine if you were black? What if you were black and they shot you?
They might have
15
napalmed the
times?
car. Oh, I mean, but no.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah. But this dude is a different situation, and I have to admit that. As much as I agree with ICE, as much as I agree with them rounding up illegals and getting them up out of here, right? That dude really didn't do anything wrong. At best, he should have got obstructing a federal officer, which is like probably like an A miss, but he shouldn't have died. Like I've watched the video from all angles. Like also, it wasn't an ICE agent that shot him, by the way. It was a Border Patrol agent that shot him. Because for some reason, Border Patrol was out there with ICE. You can see that after the officer shot him at least like 11 times, like as the shots were firing, the ICE didn't know what the hell was going on. They were like, what is going on? They didn't expect shots to be fired. Like none of them even drew their pistols. You know what I mean?
So I agree with you, but I also agree that you are using identity left-wing politics. You see yourself in that white man that got shot. You see yourself in Alex Pretty, and I agree with you. Alex Pretty, he was an ICU nurse. He was he worked for the VA hood.
Yeah, he worked. Yeah, he worked for the VA.
I think it's stretching that a little bit, Pastor.
Well, no,
making some leaps there.
No. He did. He worked for the VA. He was a nurse.
ICU nurse.
An ICU nurse, and he was trying to protect an elderly lady that was currently being pepper sprayed. That was actively happening. That's everything that was happening. And I hate to say this, right? Because like I said, I agree with everything that's going on right now. But I mean, in this situation, that dude should not have been shot. He was doing nothing wrong. At best, obstructing. But even that, what is he obstructing? Them pepper spraying an elderly lady in the face?
Well,
I give all my time to
that
now.
out. No, I'm willing to hear that level of the argument out in the sense that once the police sort of accost you, because like who knows why they even ran up on him? I haven't even watched that part of
What
the
do you
footage
mean?
to
Who
see.
knows? For no reason. He was just holding the cell phone on the curb.
But that's the story.
I'm actually glad Bumpkin and this nigga pulled up. I'm actually happy to talk to Bumpkin today.
But that's a story that we've heard. We don't know if that's the case or not. I don't know either way.
It's video, dog.
Video from video of the hour beforehand and an hour after. I need to see proof. I don't trust nobody.
It's literally a video of a lady driving in a caravan, Dodge Caravan. Before anything even happened, she literally filming how everything happened. Dude was standing on a whole other side of the street, just with his camera holding it. They went from the other side of the street all the way over to him for no reason and just started picking him out. And we're watching this as the caravan is driving past. And they timestamp and put together everything. And after that, they just started fucking with him. The man just had it. He just holding his cell phone, even as they punching him, falling to the ground. They even got the freeze frame of the dude with the guy with the pistol to his head right before the first shot.
Wait, the pistol to his head? You mean like where he drew it out? Like, because the ending deal, he's about 4 or 5 feet away from the actual guy that drew him.
Then they backed out and shot again.
On his knees, and the pistol is directly on his head.
We have to be very careful.
And they talked about how they defamed his body, and he wouldn't even be able to have a real funeral where his family would be able to see his face again. And hell no, they were wrong. They were wrong, dog.
Right. It wasn't they, though. It wasn't they. It was not every officer that was there. It was one Border Patrol officer that decided to shoot a man 11 times that was on the ground already.
He wasn't the only person that shot. He was not the only person that let off a round.
He was not the only one?
That was execution.
No, he was not the only one.
But man, when you see that final freeze frame, you're gonna be like, dang, dog, this is like them terrorist dudes when they used to make them videos.
I look at this the same way I looked at when they was in Guantanamo Bay, when they was waterboarding and beating the hell out of them people. I look at this as abuse of power on ICE. That man was being peaceful, and I don't even identify. And look, I kind of see myself a little bit even in Alex Pretty, because I'm a two-way guy. I EDC sometimes. I don't carry every day. I carry a lot of days. And let's say some cop just say, "Oh, he carrying, he dangerous. I'm gonna pull out and end his life." Man, hell no, dog. This is too much. And hood, I can't believe you were backing this shit.
My only thing is this. This is my only complaint. Now they done authorized so many damn billions. Do some damn police work. Like what happened to the raid? We gonna get them. What happened to the trick shit? My main problem is the dragnet. Like, look, we don't know who. We just gonna open our arms and grab everybody who fit within our arms and sort it out later. And the problem with that is what if they catch my homies with a pack of work on them? What if they catch my homies with a pack of work on them?
Oh my
now
God.
they just gonna get some.
Oh my God, this doesn't that okay?
Shit.
Okay, that doesn't matter. All right.
Well, it matters to me.
That sucks, man. Maybe you shouldn't be working with homies that are illegal. I don't know, dude. Listen,
You worry about your
what matters.
people, I'll worry about mine.
What matters. Okay, and we have to be clear about this. All right. What matters is right and wrong. Okay, what happened was wrong. All right. What could have been done to prevent this? Well, if the National Guard of Minnesota was deployed prior, I don't know, like 3 weeks probably prior to this, when they knew that there was going to be close to 50,000 people protesting this, if they were deployed prior to this, situation like this wouldn't happen because the National Guard would be blocking the protesters from the ICE agents, and ICE would be able to continue doing their job. It's a failure on every single level because ICE and Border Patrol aren't trained to do crowd control.
And this is
And
why
nope, they're not.
Hold on, Pastor Dave. This is why I really can't trust you guys' opinions, because although I'm willing to hear the argument about whether the shooting itself was valid on whatever grounds, ultimately you're going to tell me on the one hand, well, I just want you to police better. They should be better trained. They need what de-escalation tactics. Meanwhile, you're not you per se, but the liberals out there doing this shit are only going to get more and more aggressive. You're going to just push harder. Nobody told you to make the job difficult in the first place. So don't complain about them not being able to do the best damn job when it's your fucking intent to make it as difficult as possible.
The whistles.
They were documenting these people. These people have whistles. They have whistles and cameras.
They're using those damn whistles.
Whistles and cameras.
Hey, they also wait, Pastor. You got to be careful with that too, because the Renee Good chick, she was actually trained to like evade and use like kind of almost like counter techniques or whatever within the quote unquote law, the gray areas, to be able to hinder ICE. There's actually groups out there. There's signal groups too. I've seen some of the chats. I was like, I was looking at them last night.
As a healthcare provider, when people come into the hospital, they don't make my job easy. When you come in with hypertension and when you come in traumatically beat the fuck up in life, that does not make my job easier. Why are we trying to make ICE job easy?
They're not doing that to you directly. That's indirect. These people,
well, that is indirect.
Wait. Why are the city officials not making the job easier? Why do they have to get a criminal that's obviously a criminal? Why do they have to let him out on the street because they don't want to give him the ICE? That's an issue. Now this guy right here is a detriment to the community.
What does that have to do with the guy holding the cell phone getting murked?
Exactly. Who's a detriment to the community?
They set up this environment to where it is a powder keg.
He wasn't nowhere near it. They literally
the whole city is on edge because they did not do their due diligence.
Please go watch the video.
I'm not even talking about the damn video. I'm talking about the environment that they're in right now. The whole city is a powder keg waiting to get ignited. Do you understand that?
My bad. I thought we were talking about what happened. I'm sorry.
Y'all notice that even in blue cities and red states, the shit that's going on in Minnesota ain't happening. There's a reason for that. Because this shit wouldn't fly in a red state. Like the shit that's going on, all this super protests, and then people want to get in the face of these federal agents. It's not gonna happen in red states because they will get held accountable. Just like that.
They won't do it in the red states.
I agree with you. I agree with you. So Dallas, so Texas is a red state, but Dallas is a blue city. Them ICE agents won't do that shit in Dallas. I guarantee
Ain't no
you
such
they
thing
won't.
as a red city in America. Not one.
Exactly. Ain't no red cities in America. I agree with that too.
One major city in America is red. Period.
I agree with that too. I agree. And Border Patrol, Border Patrol.
One city to show me what the hell red urban politics is.
And Border Patrol.
The fact that this is happening, and hold on, Pastor. The fact that this is happening in Minneapolis, on top of the fact that we just like kicked the hornet's nest of billions of dollars of fraud, and we just discovered like the nexus of this national Somali network of fraud, and there's this giant Democrat connection to the fraud. Like it literally goes all the way up to the presidential campaign of last year, because Tim Walz. All right, so Tim Walz is a fucking nobody. He's a goddamn goober. How does he wind up on the presidential ticket in the first place, right? Because Kamala needs all this money, and Tim Walz is sitting on all this money. Why does Tim Walz have all this money? Well, who knows? But now we find out that Minnesota is the heart of maybe the Democrat corruption machine, and now they have to pull out the last. This is like them putting their territory here. I don't even think Chicago putting up numbers like Minnesota might.
Nah, don't disrespect us. We the king of corruption, bro.
Look, and remember, you ain't getting a dollar out of those Somali businesses. You riding real hard for this whole left side of the thing, man. I'm telling you.
No, I'm riding for our corruption ability.
No, you're riding for the Somalians, bro.
No,
y'all see Kamala going on a whole tour trying to criticize everything going on right now. I'm like, bitch, you lost.
Nah, shout out to Kamala, yo. Shout out to Kamala, because if Kamala would have won, it might not have been. I agree with you and Ty City. If Kamala would have won, it wouldn't have been as interesting, but it would have been more stable. This shit would be more stable if Kamala would have won.
Wait, for the dollar, for the grocery prices, for the inflation, inflation is probably closer to 21%. The real inflation number, it was going to be more stable. Really?
Stable,
yes, it would have been more stable if Kamala would have won. Yes.
Yeah, but that's like you want people to stay still while you pick their pocket. That's what you mean by stable.
Well, I don't want people. I don't want people to die in the streets while we proving an American dream.
Get your hand out of my pocket, then.
Yeah, and making America more unaffordable under a Democrat leadership after we just experienced that with Joe Biden, and people want more of that is wild to me.
Man, Joe Biden's stock market look real nice. Joe Biden's stock market look real nice.
They both shitty, both sides shitty, but it is what it is.
Dude, give me Trump and all his shit over Jim Crow Joe and his bullshit.
I'm trying to tell you.
This shit was more stable this shit was more stable with Sleepy Joe than congestive heart failure Trump.
Hey.
Do you think
how much is gas where you at right now?
Who we talking?
Yeah, nobody voted for stability. I wanted the table to get flipped over. How much is gas where you at right now, Pastor?
It could be. It ain't $1.99 like Trump said it would be.
I bet it's way lower than it was before.
It's like $7 or something in California. Here, I paid like $1.97 with my discount recently, right before the snowstorm. And I filled up for like $14.
Damn.
That would have never happened under Kamala. I would have paid like $40 to $50 to fill up, and I drive a Honda Civic.
Yo, I'm almost with
$50 for a Honda Civic.
Yo, if Kamala was the president, Renee Good and Alex Pretty would still be alive, dog.
And
so. People die every day. You're going to bet this whole thing on two
No. We don't need to live in America where people are indiscriminately deleted every day.
Also, Pastor, are you going that hard for? Are you going that hard for the Takara chick that got ended by a legal immigrant? Are you going that hard for her? Because guess what? Like, there's a lot of illegal immigrants taking people's lives, and that's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? A girl. Yo, I'm matter for her. Yeah, I'm saying like, yo, like we're getting charged up on one side versus the other when there's a lot of stuff going on. Renee Good was protecting a child rapist. That's who she was caping for.
I'm just against the dragnet. Like I said, man, I just like we didn't fought for probable cause. the main thing I'm worried about is where's this probable cause? Like, if you reach your arms out, grab whoever in there, like I said, if you catch one of my homies and they got some shit on them, now you just got charges with no probable cause.
Yeah, but David, there would be no.
Warriors a question. Hold on, I
Hey,
gotta ask
Hood,
the Black Warriors a question.
Hood, real quick though, the probable cause would be non-existent if they were not a sanctuary city. Go ahead, Hood.
Now let me ask you, Black Warriors, a question, man. If these ICE agents shoot one more white woman, what you niggas gonna do?
Not a damn thing.
If they shoot a black woman out the AME Zion church, we're gonna turn this shit up like George Floyd, nigga.
Well, that's the woman you know. But what if they shoot a white woman again? What if another white woman gets shot? What you niggas gonna do, man?
We might turn this shit up for the white woman.
To get active? You niggas about
we
to
might
get active?
We might turn this shit up for the white woman. Fuck it.
Not me.
We y'all like the white women over here.
I'm gonna put it like this. If something like that happens, white people definitely gonna have to take the charge.
No, white women
will have to take the lead. They're gonna have to take the lead on the riding. You know what I'm saying?
White folk gonna have to take the lead on the riding.
Yeah.
If federal agents are killing white women and white liberals, why are black people even getting involved?
Exactly. That's what the thing I don't understand. This is what I understand. Why is the pro-black side so active about the death of two random white people?
We're not active. You ain't seen no.
We're not active yet. We not. We complaining. We complaining about it.
If one more white woman happens to go down, though, you niggas gonna get active. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. The liberal white woman has had a bunch of black babies.
Trying to put us in the middle of the gun line, bro.
Exactly. But don't forget,
stop put that out there.
The liberal white woman has been doing a lot of mud sharking and got some black babies too. So we're gonna have to ride for the mothers of our children as well.
Hey, Pastor, but if you're gonna use that argument, they also the ones advocating for putting them sinners in your hood too. And then like let's not act like they can replace them as fast as they're getting them out of here.
What are you talking about?
Hey. The
Planned Parenthood.
Let me point something out to you, Pastor. That liberal white woman, she is the wind beneath Keisha's wings, bro.
Man, I'm not. That may be true, but she's
right,
still the mother.
Right. Hear me out. So the enemy of my enemy.
Yeah, but you can't say because a couple onesie twosies are having kids here and there. The majority of them are targeting your community still.
What are you talking about?
Planned Parenthood is in the hood, man. It's not in these like affluent white neighborhoods, man.
You lying? Hell, I live like less than 10 minutes from the choices.
That's on Keisha.
And most of the people I see walking in and out of there are black women.
And most of the women working there are white liberals.
Okay, like I'm supposed.
Well, maybe not here in Memphis because I've dropped off of Uber Eats.
I thought we was in the sector where we give a damn about what
maybe 50-50, maybe.
No, but this is about the quote unquote the species and
Keisha. And Planned Parenthood. Just tell me that.
Because Pastor brought up the fact that they're having white like these mixed mulatto children, and I said let's not act like the replacement is greater than deletions.
Look at what happened. Look at what just happened right here, right? The coons are defending Keisha, and the pro-black race warriors are defending the white liberal woman who just
And here I am stuck in the middle. Sorry.
Black people
this shit is all crazy. This shit is all crazy. I agree with you. It's all crazy. It's all upside down. I agree with you.
Because you niggas are retarded.
Where are black people, bro?
That's why you niggas is fucking retarded. That's why it's crazy to you, because you niggas don't get it.
I don't care about being learning disability. I don't care about being learning disability. I'm talking about the reality. Nigga, you can call me dyslexic and all that shit.
Black people ain't out there.
The fact is that we're so animus about Minnesota, which was the whitest state in America at one point in time, and people ready to throw it all away, huh? For Minnesota.
Okay, you remember George Floyd, right? Everybody remember George Floyd. We know there's a bunch of black people there. There are no black people in these videos. None of them. Why are y'all trying to put black people in the middle of this shit?
The George Floyd protest was the first thing to put us on to how many Somalis was really in Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's when the Somalis got active too. They was out there. The niggas was in the streets too. I heard them niggas in the streets.
No, they were just out there to loot shit. I'm gonna be real with you. The Somalians were out there to steal shit. I'm gonna be real with you. They absolutely keep them honor with you. They were there to steal stuff.
They was out there because half the black people in BLM were out there to steal stuff.
Yeah, the Somalians
niggas was stealing. Niggas weren't protesting during BLM. They were stealing.
And them Somalis don't never cut you in on none of their grift, bro. They don't cut you in on nothing. And you
we didn't cut the Somalians in. We didn't cut the Somalians. We didn't cut them in on BLM and our stealing either, yo. So we are two separate.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, we didn't cut them in.
What Kumbaya on the loot for justice.
Y'all was on some Pan-African shit up until recently.
Shit,
that's true.
No, George Floyd was not Pan-African.
Was you okay? Was you driving around out there when shit was getting taken down? No.
Nigga, I was watching that George Floyd shit, and it was like black trans this and that. I'm like, ain't no way in hell I ain't never being a part. I don't give a fuck how black this shit is. Niggas
even if it was black trans, those were black trans Americans.
You niggas was spiking the punch. There was no way I was going to
that
party.
But
that was still that were black trans Americans. I agree with you.
Wait, George Floyd was not of that ilk. So to use him to springboard your platform is nefarious as I don't know what.
Look, I don't know. It just sounded like y'all wasn't in the hood, but nobody, and I mean nobody, at least in Chicago, this shit didn't have shit to do with BLM. As a matter of fact, BLM was just a call sign of a distraction for better looting. So this whole mixing of the looting of BLM, it just let me know, man, y'all.
No, I'm not even talking about mixing of the looting. I'm not even talking about mixing of the looting. I'm talking about mixing of the whole black thing. We all black together, and the reality is we not. Because when it shit come down to it, them niggas don't cut you in on nothing.
And then nobody mourned for David Dorn in St. Louis.
Who?
Barely talked about him or whatever. He got killed during the looting. Dude was a grandpa, had multiple grandchildren.
I remember multiple children. We was on a Bernard Riley show.
$7 billion, dog. It was some casualties, but for the $7
billion. Wait, hold on. Now it's some casualties, but Renee Good ain't good, right? I'm not even making this argument. You're making this argument.
No, I don't want to go back to a crime scene.
Dave, how many tears?
Y'all, it sounds like I want to revisit a crime scene of looting.
How many tears did you shed for these casualties, Dave? They're casualties, right? Why are you crying so hard about it?
So Dave, you're making an argument that in whatever's going on, you have to break a few eggs.
I'm telling you, I made the argument that the Loot for Justice campaign had nothing to do with BLM. The Loot for Justice campaign viewed BLM as a distraction of resources so that the Loot for Justice campaign could flourish.
Yeah, but do you understand, like, you using that same argument, you're not using that here now with this incident happened with ICE.
Yeah, there's no Loot for Justice campaign.
No, but you're going back and forth. It doesn't make any sense. You can't be good on this side saying, oh, there's some casualties, but on the other side be like, we can't allow that.
There is no Loot for Justice campaign.
Yeah, but you're inconsistent though. Right now, you're inconsistent.
Yo, don't let them niggas move you off your square. You very consistent.
What? How is it consistent? It doesn't matter if there's a Loot for Justice. He said there's no casualties. He said there's no casualties.
The casualties are Renee Good and Alex Pretty.
Excuse me. I misspoke. He said there's going to be some casualties.
No, so like, we can't allow casualties.
Look, shit. I'm not saying that. You're being consistent right there, Pastor, but he is not. If there's going to be casualties on one side, there can't be you know what I'm saying? If you're going to allow for casualties on one side, why are you not allowing for casualties on the other side?
Because the one side has $7 billion in profit. The other side, they wasn't on no money.
Wait, no. Let's not stop. Let's not go there because it's way more than probably $7 billion. We talking about the fraud scheme that's getting covered up. The elected officials want this to happen because if this can go on to the midterms, they can elude any kind of prosecution possibly.
Again, I ask you, what's more important, fraud or Americans being gunned down by DHS?
Oh,
What's
that's a
more
good
important to
question.
you? What's more important to you?
People getting
Americans
that.
being
Like,
gunned down or
like
DHS?
Pastor, like I'm not making that argument.
I don't know
No,
why
I'm
we
making that
I
argument. I'm
I
making
don't
that
know why we
argument.
got to
Yeah,
choose
but
between two
why can't both why can't both exist at the same time?
Right. Why can't
Why
you
I gotta
tackle the
have a
fraud?
land where people get killed in order to not have fraud?
Right. You can do both.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You
I
can
don't
do both.
I'm not
You can do
advocating for
both.
police.
You can do both.
Yeah, but I'm not advocating for police misconduct or even these morally gray area
What are
zone
you
shoot
advocating for?
for them to get the fraud out. I don't want these cats just got here getting all the money.
In regards to the most recent shooting, what are you advocating for?
I'm actually not advocating for anything when it comes to the shooting.
Okay. There we go.
I mean, I'm not for police or any kind of governmental misconduct. And then like
I'm advocating for ICE to leave Minnesota because they're not doing their job. They're not getting. If y'all say they're there for these Somalian corruption,
the
they're
local
not getting
government,
Somalian corruption.
if the local
Americans.
government didn't have this type of environment, if they weren't a sanctuary city, they wouldn't be there like they are now to begin with. They would cooperate with them, and they would hand over criminals.
Are not dealing with that issue. They're hurting Americans.
Wait,
Get them out. Get them out and let them get them out. Let them try again, maybe another day. But they're not doing it right now.
You go the fuck home and stop blowing all those damn whistles and
That's like saying it's a trap house right here, so we got to shoot the neighbor across the street. And
no, that makes no sense.
The neighbor across the street.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
But that's what y'all saying.
No, that's not what we're saying.
You're saying since there has to be a police operation, then that's the reason why. No.
What I'm saying is the local authorities are creating this environment. They lit the match in the barn, and the hay is dry, and they were like, "Oh well, we didn't know it was gonna like set the whole barn on fire."
Okay, true hype. I got one question. Do you think we getting good return on our money for the 150 billion? Like we spending 150 billion on this ICE shit. Do you think we get?
Yeah, but that's nationwide. That's nationwide. You had to parse that out. Like how much are you spending? How much are you spending in Minnesota?
And personnel quality, do you think we getting our money's worth?
I don't know. You have to. We have to. I don't know. Like I'm not. And look, I'm not advocating for them to spend all this money in ICE or any other governmental agencies or whatever, because they wouldn't have to spend the money if the local government would cooperate to begin with. You see where this goes back to?
Open up the damn border.
Yeah, there you go.
And let all these people in the first place. We definitely wouldn't be dealing with this shit.
This cat sued
Greg
Texas.
Abbott and red states helped to do it because Greg Abbott let all these people in here, and Greg Abbott bust these people all throughout.
Wait! How many people? Hey, Pastor, how many people did he bust? How many people did he bust?
Greg Abbott bust millions. All those
no, he did. It wasn't millions. It wasn't millions. It wasn't millions. It wasn't even thousands. It wasn't even thousands.
It was millions.
No, it was not millions.
These cities kept saying they were sanctuary cities. That's where he sent them. So it's like shit.
Exactly. Greg Abbott is the one that bust these people all around.
Pastor. Joe Biden took sued Texas and got forklifts to lift up the freaking barbed wire to let people into this country. So it's Greg Abbott's fault.
So what about the past 40 years,
why did Greg Abbott not say? Hold on, let me ask you a question. Why did Greg Abbott not catch them and remigrate them? Why come when Greg Abbott had them in custody, why did he send them throughout the country with wristbands with numbers on them? I remember when Texas was putting numbers and barcodes on these people.
Wait, do you know the Obama administration had an operation to fly these people like to the interior of the country? Do you know that? And that was way more than Greg Abbott did.
No, we talking about Greg Abbott and how he all these people
we talking about numbers. We talking about numbers.
Barcodes on them and shipped them through the rest of the country. Texas is very much a part of this
Yo,
shit. They
again.
they ship these people out throughout the country. They
Well,
didn't turn them back.
Biden opened up the border. Greg Abbott, who's basically a ground zero for all illegals. This is fucking Texas, Pastor. You think he want all them illegals, you know what I'm saying, run around the whole state of Texas, which is the size of a small country, bro. And he did not allow it. So basically, the United States government override his so-called the man as a governor so he can protect his citizens in his state. But they want to bring illegal people over here. So of course he shipped them off to the sanctuary cities since the Democrats want so much, and now look what happened.
It wasn't millions either.
And now look what happened. It didn't work out. What Greg Abbott did
No.
it didn't work.
Pastor, it was a ploy only for the simple fact that these people that talked about, oh yeah, we're so welcome, we're so opening or whatever. Guess what? Now you got to deal with it. Now you're gonna have these problems. Now every state is a border state.
Hot Wheels was wrong. Hot Wheels was wrong. He should have turned them around. He should have re-immigrated them.
No, but he couldn't.
Why did he ship them out and not re-immigrate
the federal government wouldn't allow him to put these people out of the country. The federal government had several lawsuits.
That's crazy.
During that time,
hey,
Joe Biden and fucking Kamala were in charge at the time. They did not.
The Democrats did go on overdrive with that, with just letting everybody in. Like, yeah, I even know that shit. Like, even after. Like, my whole thing, my big problem is this labeling this whole issue as left or right, dog. This shit been going on for 40 years.
Under both left and right.
I will acknowledge that last 4 years or whatever y'all wanted, this time period y'all call it, that shit went into overdrive. But I'm old enough to know that, goddamn it, this shit been going on forever.
So back to this whole Minnesota thing, right? Which it's opened up a lot of different things, right? From the daycare fraud to the licensure fraud to the CDL stuff. Like, dude, like all this stuff like leads to the polls as well.
Yo,
because if you go ahead. Go ahead.
I just can't believe we were literally about to make Minneapolis ground zero for the Civil War 2.0. Out of all the cities and states in the whole entire union, you mean tell me, old little Minneapolis,
Minnesota, like he wanted Chicago to be.
I mean, it would be more fitting. I mean, but think about it, Minneapolis, Minnesota. You got George Floyd. You got Georgia Floyd, which is the white version. With what's her name, Renee Good.
Yeah, Renee, anything but
casualty up there, man. I just can't believe it, bro. And you mean tell me you black folks and some of you so-called liberal
don't
folks
put us in this. No. See, don't do that. You don't got no footage of black people and shit. Black people inside enjoying the warmth of this of this electricity and gas.
Exactly.
Stop trying to tell us we out there. Ain't no.
No, but it doesn't matter though, because Somalis are invoking black folks when they know that they don't consider themselves black folks.
I mean, you can invoke Jesus. That don't mean Jesus is gonna save you.
Black Panthers, y'all. That's who I was talking about. The fake Black Panthers that's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
That's
them niggas not even really out there. They on the internet just like us.
Don't nobody
complaining about it. They complaining about them niggas ain't really out there. And that cat, he biracial. He got a white liberal mama. Like,
Miss,
so
do you think the black people can survive in Chicago one day? Nah, they get shut the hell up.
Wait.
So when I talk about white liberal mothers, the new Black Panther, that guy.
What is
He's a white liberal mother.
He's a former gang member, and he used to be a failed rapper.
All that shit, nigga, white liberal mother shit.
He covered
the
all
awfuls. What's the new? What's the new? The Republicans call the white liberal women awfuls.
Hey, but Pastor, how you gonna be on their side and against them at the same time, man? Come on.
Because I see that the white liberal woman is crazy, but I know we be impregnating them and dealing with them. So like, and we be having kids with them. So like, even with that, the new Black Panther guy, he a byproduct of interracialism. He a biracial kid. We can't turn our back on him. We gotta tell him he crazy. We gotta tell him he crazy, but we can't just turn our back on him.
Hey, here's
bro.
Hey.
Like, I ain't seen until I see Meek Mill and maybe some people from the Wire say, yeah, we know who these guys. Well, no, that's Baltimore. Who in Philly? Meek Mill done fell off.
Man, like really rappers.
Somebody, like, you just can't say you from Philly and don't nobody vouch for you. I ain't seen nobody say, yeah, I know them. They was around the corner. You know, I don't believe none of this shit.
Only one
Like, it's Philly, dog. Come on now.
The only one that can vouch for was Beans and Cass. I mean, yeah.
Like, that shit ain't, don't nobody believe that.
So I would listen. Hold on. I would listen to Dr. Look, I would listen to Dr. Umar before I would listen to Meek Mill. So white women have been spreading communism through coochie. See, Martin Luther King was a communist through white coochie. Through white coochie. So white women have been spreading communism through coochie. Well, that's not a secret. That shit ain't a secret.
No, that was different, Pastor. I agree with you, but it was not through the white chick. I mean, the white chick was a part of it, but it was through his small hat backers, his small hat handlers. Those were the ones that made him communist, but the white chicks were just a byproduct. So you halfway right.
Also, they read from the little red book, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's not white folks. But you got a different definition.
Well, I get what y'all saying, but the spread of communism through coochie is not a secret, nigga. Like fuck, like nigga, we on child support. We've been to family court. We know about socialism and communism through coochie. Y'all like these laws. All I'm saying is you should. All I'm saying, I'm not even going there with y'all today. But what I'm saying is Americans, whether they communist through coochie or whatever y'all want to say, they shouldn't be out here being deleted in the streets by DHS.
So white lives matter, huh?
No, white
lives matter. Yes, white lives matter because white lives should not be lost to DHS in these streets. No, they should not. So white lives do matter. Yes, white lives do matter.
Yeah.
Amazing things are happening on the Hoodservative channel, you guys. Hit the like button. We are hitting levels of negritude thought impossible before now.
All your platform, philosopher, Hoodservative.
Hey, just for giggles and you know ish. Like do all lives matter, Pastor?
No.
Oh, you said Pastor. Go ahead, Pastor.
No. All lives are not our responsibility. Heritage, white American, and foundational Black American. And if you're an American, your life matters here. So this is an American constitutional First and Second Amendment.
Wait, all lives matter here, bro. Like, what?
All lives don't. No. All lives don't. Because Somalian lives don't really matter to me like that. The Somalian lives don't really matter to me like that. But them killing white and black, them killing white Americans and killing George Floyd, a Black American, in the middle of these streets through DHS, that does matter more to me. And I don't want to see Heritage 1776 white Americans killed in the streets by DHS, and I don't want to see ADOs, African descendants of slaves, foundational Black Americans, hurt in these streets by DHS.
But Pastor, then the 1776 version of white people had us in slavery though.
Even though they had us in slavery, and they may not be, they done some atrocities against us. I agree, but those atrocities that they did against us does not equate to them being deleted in the streets by DHS.
Wait a minute. So did the death of that one white woman hit you so hard you are now willing to forgive the atrocities of slavery, Jim Crow, racial brutality, redlining? They didn't let niggas sit in the fucking front of the bus.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Give all of that for one white girl who got shit. Oh my God.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
This is why I say niggas are cook, dog. Niggas are
like, yo, when I try to point out, I was on another panel explaining this, but like the thing with a lot of Black folk, they don't have a moral core. Like they don't like have an internal, consistent set of moral beliefs that can guide them properly through the world. And so that leads to shit like this, where like now, just 2 weeks ago, you was probably just the typical regular pro-Black, white folks bad, can't forget the 400 years. And now one white woman just randomly, randomly one white woman gets shot in the face, and now you niggas is like, you know what? That shit don't even matter no more.
Said that. That's because you don't understand, Hood.
We got to come together. We all Americans now.
Hood.
I said that,
and
nigga.
it's a misconception that a lot of people be having. The grievance is not against the modern day Americans. We just trying to get the check from the government.
Yeah, but
the government.
Yeah, but the modern day Americans are the ones gonna pay.
How does that tie into us having black people having to hate somebody because we need our check from the government?
The same check we're never gonna get.
Right.
But I still need my check.
Yeah, I don't hate white people. I don't hate white people, but I definitely want my reparations.
Shut up about it. I'm still gonna ask for my check. You just go ahead and sit there and be quiet.
Anything you willing to believe in anything? You willing to sacrifice long-standing black grievances for a check that you know you're not gonna get?
Okay, you could be you don't ask either. Don't get mad at me because I'm asking for my check.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, how are you equating the request for the check from the U.S. government with having to hate white people, current day white people?
Yeah, who's your liaison in the government, though? I want to know.
If I told you my liaison, would it really be my liaison? Come on now, chill out.
I mean, I don't have the same relationship apparently, because you just go up to them and ask them, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this in motion."
I'm just amazed at the weird about face now. All of a sudden, you niggas willing to forgive 400 years of slavery.
Not me.
I mean, I wasn't tripping on it neither way, but I just think it's hilarious that it was like a
we willing to put that. We willing to put that to the side. We willing to put that to the side for a second. We still want that check. We still want that check, but we willing to put it. We willing to put it to the side for a second.
No. You don't understand, Pastor. If they write you a check, it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah. I can forgive for the check.
Yeah. I forgive them for the check. Yeah.
Right. You can always make shit right.
Hold on now.
Yeah, you can pay. Yeah.
You're never gonna make this shit right. Anyway, I want to ask Dominican a question. You just jumped on the panel.
You don't want to talk about it. Like, no way.
Yeah, what's up, Hood?
Yeah, what made you jump on the panel today? What you got to say, man?
Bruh, what the fuck is Pastor talking about? That's what made me jump on this shit. First of all, he's all over the place. Right? The second thing is this: like, you got to use a little bit of logic.
Oh shit!
Pretty good would still be alive if they didn't impede the operations. All right, CBP wouldn't be in Minneapolis if these fucking white liberals that have no jobs on a Tuesday morning blowing whistles trying to impede fucking ICE from arresting illegal immigrants that have committed crimes, nigga.
They would have jobs if Donald Trump wasn't firing everybody.
What you talking about?
No. Don't put that shit on Donald Trump, bro. Don't put that shit on Donald Trump. ICE went to Minneapolis. They're trying to catch some illegal niggas, and then you got white people talking about run away. They're trying to catch you, bro.
Yeah,
if they were not in the way, none of this shit would have happened. But these niggas
soft, my nigga. If MLK
how
soft, nigga. If MLK is Selma. See, I don't care about what you niggas talking about. I don't need to be popular on the internet, nigga. I'll go at all you niggas, right? The reality of you soft, nigga. Like I said, I came from
now the handmaid's tale niggas want to fight. Don't start
I came from the University of Protesting, nigga.
Don't do that shit.
Hey, look, man. Anton was stepping up on the internet
he said I'm all over the place when nigga, you just soft.
Hey, Pastor, Anton was tough enough for all of us on the internet, man.
I came from a university of protesting, the Greensboro 4, like I said, right?
Nigga, that's why you crazy now. You went to a university of protesting?
Wait, yes.
You didn't
learn,
you got
like
engineering. You didn't learn like mathematics.
Yes, I learned all that too, and I learned how to protest as well.
Pythagorean theorem, none of that shit.
I learned all of that, but you can walk and chew gum at the same time. You can learn all of those subjects, but you need to learn how to fight for your rights.
It's like that Somali. It's like the Somali that was talking about racing bananas, talking about that she got arrested illegally. Mind you, there's a video of her fucking spitting on an ICE officer.
Oh man,
Yeah,
when
you can be
yeah.
an educated protester, right? And I shout out to my university, North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride, for making us educated
Hey,
protesters.
Pastor, like why'd you go past that point that he just made?
Yeah.
What point he did? I ain't worried about the point he making.
About rice and bananas.
I'm standing on my protest
about rice and bananas, man.
I don't care about no rice and bananas. That's not my diet. I
No,
care about ICE
that's
killing
what I'm
Americans.
calling an old girl that said she was
I
detained for
care
2
about
days.
ICE hurting Americans. You're not gonna move me off
Well,
that.
no, she's
off
an
that
American
square.
citizen. She's a Somali lineage, but she's an American citizen. And he made a point to
Well,
you.
then ICE shouldn't have just beat her up for no reason then.
Yeah, she had a Band-Aid on, man. Like if somebody really beat you up, a Band-Aid.
Yeah, she had a Band-Aid over her eye, dog, over her right eye, I believe.
No, that was her forehead. That was a little higher.
Yeah, ICE don't punch the girl in the head, dog. You proud of punching women in the head? Now, I agree some of these women need to get punched.
on it, bro. You tripping? She be
Passer. If somebody spit on you, what you gonna do? You gonna stay soft or you gonna smack them?
Damn, y'all beating up hoes, man. This is wild.
Passer, if somebody spit on you,
that lets me know that y'all are
like this ain't even first world, man. In the first world,
trying to beat women and trying to beat. See, Alex Petty was a good American.
Said, you know what I'm saying? Just a slap on every now and again will set things straight. I mean, we ain't beating them. We just doing the auto correction.
We losing our first world status when you doing that, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait, beating women?
No, I'm saying y'all haven't like first world. You don't be just shooting the hoes in the street, man.
Well, first world, the hoes wouldn't be in the street to begin with.
This is what I'm saying. Think about what you're trying to tell me.
Oh my God,
Dave,
they gotta be in the streets.
What you're trying to tell me, Dave.
Oh my God,
Dave, slow down a minute. Slow down. Think about what you're saying here. We have a lot of illegals in the country. We have so many illegals in the country, in fact, that when you try to remove them, people wind up getting shot in the street. Therefore, all these illegals in the country are making it like a third world country.
Wait a minute. I saw how slick you basically made it like the guy with the camera on the other side of the goddamn street not doing nothing is caught, like the wildness of saying that because the dude is on the other side of the street, not even in your operation, nowhere near it, holding the camera, and you have to leave whatever the hell you're doing, all the way across the street and start messing with a senior citizen.
How about this?
And the dude holding the camera?
Dave, no. How about this? Let's say all that's true, right? Third world problems require third world solutions.
Yeah.
Y'all wild, man.
I feel nothing. What are you going to do about that?
I already told you what I'm doing, but when I say
this whole thing ultimately
depends. I've been stop believing in this shit after Flint and goddamn it Katrina. It's y'all just talking about stay this bitch and all
right wing. This whole thing depends on the right wing feeling like sympathetic and oh damn, we got to stop. We have to take it easy. What happens when we just stop feeling sorry about this shit?
Man, a world with no empathy will be anarchy. You can play these games. You can play these games if you want to. A world with no empathy will be anarchy.
And you don't think what these white liberals are doing is an anarchy?
No, I think they're protesting. I think they're protesting.
Wait, so why would you go to a protest with a gun and 2 magazines?
Because that's your First and Second Amendment tied together. What's wrong with that?
As much as I don't want to,
you're impeding an operation and you're going with a gun.
No, hold on. I've went to many a protest with guns and magazines and full. Seriously, I hate agreeing with Pastor, but there's no rule saying you can't go to a fucking rally with a gun and a weapon. There's no rule against it. So why are we?
I agree with you there.
Wait. Pause real quick.
There's a line that you're not supposed to pass while these people are doing their operation, and he passed it.
In Baltimore, I know, for example, and there's other municipalities, if you cannot go to a protest or a demonstration with a weapon. There are certain places. Yeah. I mentioned in the chat earlier,
like federal buildings, schools. Yeah, federal buildings, schools. Yeah.
Snowman, when you guys went to your protest, One, you're not a part of a group that's sort of trained to take little hostile actions against the federal agents. You're not out there intentionally provoking people or whatever.
Are you sure?
So
Are you
That's
sure?
what. That's a
when the
lie.
right wing.
Hold on. Because
Exactly.
are you
That's a
sure
lie.
about that?
They're the malicious.
Shut up. I
You
was
shut
in a
the fuck up, nigga.
times-
I was in a
How many
militia, so you
times?
can't
Come
say
in.
that I wasn't in a group that was out there with a purpose to protest.
No, that's not
And
what
every,
I mean.
And every time we
protest
went
is
out there, it was a
protest.
group of us, and we were all armed.
Protest is protest, right? And again, I'm not even a fan of the protesting and all that, fine. But what I'm trying to point out is a sort of difference in your intent. Whereas, like, you have this Amy Good chick who's a part of a team where she's like taking training lessons to be some type of subversive, to basically be as provocative as she can with federal agents, right? And now you add firearms to that, it's not going to be the same outcome. Whereas, like, you guys are just protesting to show that we are armed Americans and this is our right to be armed. You're not going there with the intent to provoke.
That's
bullshit.
They more
Yeah,
organized.
why could her nation seem so simple, but these people can't understand?
Hold on. I want a snowman to talk. I want a snowman to respond, please.
You are correct about that to a certain degree. When we went out and protested, when we did 2A protests, we were out there more so to educate people on their rights and what they were and weren't allowed to do. That was the main purpose of it. At the same time, I do agree that we weren't out there impeding on federal operations either. We weren't out there trying to prevent the federal agents from being able to do the job that they were hired to do. That is the main difference. These people, we need to stop saying that they're protesters, because they're not protesting. They're impeding on federal investigations. That is not protest. Protest is standing at your state capitol and having your voice heard, not following fucking ICE agents and federal agents around town trying to make as much noise as you can to stop them from doing what they're hired to do.
Snowman, so we agree
They still
then.
protesting.
No. That's high. No, that's different. Like, impeding is different than protesting. It also, it's subversive. They're trying to do this knowing that what the law is and try to operate in a morally gray area so they can be like, oh, look, we were just doing this. Be like, well, why were you following them around? Why were you collecting their information? There's even investigations now that say allegedly they were getting cooperation from police getting DMV information, figuring out what vehicles were ICE.
So you don't think that was happening during the civil rights movement?
Not even that. Not just that.
What?
What's that got to do with anything we talking about illegal?
See what I'm saying?
Hey, he only moonwalked.
So, like, I had a clip from James Lindsay. Not James Lindsay. Who's that guy with the James O'Keefe? James O'Keefe. He's showing that. Listen, they've got his plates. They know where he's at in hotels and all that. This is way more than them just stalking federal agents. Now it's just getting a little bit more than just that. Like that one Jake Lane guy, they were beating him up in the middle of the street. They're hunting. I did a whole video on this. They're hunting people down in the streets, beating them up. Like, there's a lot more going on than just
people.
We're
These
protesting against
people are so damn done. So you got the awfuls, and now you got the dildos. See, the awfuls already kicked the shit off. Now you got these desperate hold on, what the damn acronym? Oh, desperate, intolerant liberals destroying our society. Dildos. We got these dildos running damn streets. Some of them pay protesters. You know, y'all see the same protesters going from city to city. These motherfuckers ain't got no job. They getting paid.
They actually have a job. They have a job doing protesting.
Bro, half of the goddamn city ain't on the payroll, bro. They all out there.
No. Not everybody's a paid protester. A lot of them just literally believe in it, but there's a lot of money behind this at the same time. We can't deny the logistics.
There should be a lot of money behind it. There should be a lot of money behind it.
I want to get Freeman's journal on the mic in here. What's going on, Freeman?
Yeah, he been snapping in the chat.
Yo.
Yeah, what's good, man?
So look, man, I've been arrested while armed and lived to tell the tale.
So have I.
These guys act like there's no context, right? And it comes off just this childlike naivete of, well, you should be able to do this. What are you talking about? And it tells me that they don't know anything about being an armed and responsible civilian, because in the actual gun community, they tell you you have a greater duty to avoid confrontation.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, when people don't, right?
Yeah,
When
like
people don't,
Philando
when people go up
Castile.
half cocked, and you go to like gun communities on social media, they say, "Hey, man, y'all shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done this, or you have a duty to not incite." Right, the exact opposite of what this guy is doing. Right,
He did
so
not
even
incite shit. You lying
so,
and you fabricate.
can you shut up for a second, Pastor? I mean, you've been all talking. Can I get a little time? Thank you. So that's the entire context that people want to ignore and then have this these little fits, right? I'm no idiot who's going to go up and just mean mug ICE armed. That is stupid. That it is, and it goes against
You
those
just scary,
principles.
nigga.
That goes against those principles of not
That's not what happened.
inciting, right?
But that's not what
Anyway,
happened.
that's my 2 cents. Show the
That's
video.
not. Have you
Just
seen the
show the
video?
I've seen the video. Just show it.
But that's not what happened. He was on the other side of the street, just standing there. They went over there and said,
Pastor sound like he ain't watched the video.
I want to move on a little bit. I want to play this next clip I got lined up because we're going to wrap this up soon here. And I got a whole other show I'm going to do in a minute. So we're going to take a break and come back at this with a whole other conversation.
Do you know why you could see a guy with 400,000 followers in my comments threatening me about speaking the truth? Because I'm just like you. I'm a field nigga, okay? I'm a felon. I was a high school dropout. My father was a heroin addict and an alcohol abuser. My mother was a paranoid schizophrenic. I grew up in the ghetto. I committed all of the crimes, the pimp, prostitute, the shootouts, getting shot at, the police.
Damn, he did all the things.
Jail, prison. I got the baby mamas. I paid the child support. I've been kicked out of my kid's life, but still expected to pay. Listen, the whole story of a young black male, a black man in America, I am the living excuse. And I'm supposed to get on here and say, oh man, the white man holding me back. I make $40 an hour. I make 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to get on and say, oh, there's no place for me in America. That's what they want me to hear. That's what they want me to say. Oh man, I'm a black man. The white man holding me down. Let me tell you something. They don't like niggas like me getting on this internet and telling you you don't have to be no victim to these liberals who trying to convince you that woe is you. If you need mentorship, DM me. If you need guidance, and I'm not just saying that because I make these Instagrams really for my personal mental health. But if you feel like, yo, I need to just reach out to somebody, just like get some guidance, you can reach out to me. Like I'm a real dude, just like you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even put a little bit of water in my face this morning. I'm just like you, man. Headed out to work, headed out in this cold weather. So understand, when you see these dudes,
wait a minute,
with 400,000 followers, I got like 6,000, trying to throw pebbles down the mountain. You know what that mean? That mean God is working, okay? Because when I make these videos, I'm doing it from a perspective of a calling, not to get clicks and views and likes and follows. Listen, if I could reach one of you little black boys to tell you don't gotta be no victim, you don't gotta let people to tell. Listen, I'm the living excuse, bro. I am the Thanos of, damn, if this happened to me as a black male, I can't succeed. I'm Thanos of that. That's why God is using me. And that's why these people at the top don't like dudes like me. They need you to be a victim. They need you to blame the white man. I'm telling you, the white man ain't do it. We gotta look in the mirror.
I still don't trust
that
this guy.
That sounds crazy for a brother.
Yeah, I don't trust that, yo.
Remember,
never trust no man.
I'm from where you from. I got all the same circumstances.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
This reminds me of every instance a black guy tried to be friends with me just so he could case my house and rob me.
That nigga saying forget. That nigga just wants you to. Yeah, I'm good on dude, yo. That's cool. You pay me.
God damn. Nigga can't win for nothing, bro. A nigga can't win. Nobody loves a nigga. I'll tell you, bro. A nigga can't win. Even when you just
say that shit he needs to say that shit to his kids. He on child support. He needs to stop worrying about trying to mentor other kids and worry about his kids.
But you know his check, you know his check getting garnished. So he's straight.
He just said he on child support.
Yeah, his check getting garnished, man.
Right. Why is he trying to mention somebody else's kid, man? You better go try to get
Trying to
your
hustle
kid.
somebody, get paid under the table. I'm good on this nigga.
That's his problem, man.
You see what happened?
Yeah, I'm
you see
good
what
on this
happened when
nigga,
niggas
dog.
be positive? You see, as soon as the niggas start being positive, talking about
Look, they started dissecting it like right
that's
away,
more
man.
accountable. They be like,
Nah,
this
see the
fucking
the problem.
He
the
worried about
problem-
the bullshit, worrying
Don't
about
trust
my
this
kids.
nigga.
Nigga, worry about your kids.
Now the
This
problem
nigga
is
trying to
as
kick
a-
knowledge.
Bro,
as a white
hey,
dude.
hey, this reaction tells you why right of center black dudes are really right of center black dudes, right? Because you got to fight your entire culture to end up that way, right? You have to fight it
all
and
my life.
reject it to end up in this position. So at this point, you're like, F all y'all.
Yeah.
All my life.
I had to fight you niggas, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Shit don't
something
make
ain't right
sense,
about
man.
dude.
It don't make no motherfucking sense,
Yeah,
man.
Never
You
trust
can't-
anybody, no race when they say all you gotta do. The first thing that come out their mouth is say all you gotta do is never trust them. So this guy said,
Scamming ass, jailbird ass nigga.
Girl, Levert, look at motherfucker.
Damn, man. Yo, that's crazy, man.
Kind of look like he could be
I'm
Trey's
glad
brother.
y'all feel the same way, man.
Yo, I ain't never heard a nigga be so positive and getting so roasted like this. Is wild, man. First a white woman, now this shit.
And then you got to think about it. Look at his jacket, right? Look at his jacket. He talking all of that shit, but you don't see no cold air smoke. This shit all funny, man.
He in the car.
About melanin,
He in
bro,
the-
like,
He in the
Hey, that's a
car.
short ass. It's
who's
feeling
really
real short
pro-black,
thing
bro?
if that's a
This
cop.
is crazy. Who really pro-black now? Think about it. This is wild work. This is wild work.
He definitely ain't pro.
Y'all niggas going hard for a white woman and a funny looking white guy, and now you disrespecting a field nigga.
Hood. Your point,
only liberal white people are pro-black.
bro. Hood, your point about these dudes having the politics of liberal white women is so spot on.
Yep.
It is absolutely retarded, man.
You know,
Like,
see,
niggas will come up and advocate as if they were Karen, right? Damn near word for word.
But see, y'all can't see context clues. He showed you his hands, but y'all don't understand that's from holding a hot AK. Y'all think it's from holding some other shit. Like, look at that, man. Y'all don't know shit.
Yeah, they don't know game, dog. They ain't really been out here like that. But y'all cool. Y'all can call us liberal.
Nah,
Karens.
y'all got
I
all
ain't
the
offended
knowledge
by
and
that.
we
I ain't
don't know
offended by
shit.
that. I ain't offended
Y'all got
by
all
you
the
niggas.
knowledge and we don't know shit, even though it's like 6-on-8 most of the 6-on-2 most of the time.
That's
Come
the
on,
thing. She
man.
wasn't even like a good looking white woman. She was just a real frumpy, regular white girl.
Nah,
Like,
that ain't even like the point, nigga.
Hey, Freeman.
Nigga putting all this melanin on the line for regular. Like, that shit's terrible, man. I expect better from pro-black niggas, man. I really do.
Are you
Y'all
serious?
This is why I don't trust you
the
ninjas, man.
Warriors.
Because one minute you hate white people, the next minute you like white people. I feel like I'm getting scammed.
We like white people when it's convenient, dog.
Hey, where's dirty folks at? Where's dirty folks at, man? When you need them, man.
Yeah, black is for who? Black is
That's
for who?
exactly what I was saying.
Criminals, gays,
no
and
moral
women.
core, bro.
They
Yeah,
have
you
it
niggas
really
are- you
depends on the
situational.
context. If a white person says, "Oh, white people are awful,"
This looks like
yeah, he
Corey
cool.
Holcomb before he got famous.
He cool. All right. White person says, well, white people did free the slaves. Oh, he a white supremacist. Just depends. Just depends on the context.
Yeah, man. You niggas is situational.
Yeah.
Can't trust these niggas, man. They don't believe in nothing. They only believe in that reparations money that they know they're not going to get. This is the most amazing show. We discovered a lot today. We really did. I cracked some new ground today.
Yeah, the solution is to cut the check, man. All is forgiven if the check big enough.
That's never, ever been true.
You want the best American we can be? Cut that check.
Hey, you know what?
I think you are.
Talk to all them fucking Somalis you're fighting for. They got your check.
I'm not fighting for no Somali.
Right.
I'm to the point, damn near. where the
Right.
only
You
thing I
worried
believe
about
in
cutting
is
the check.
I watched
you don't
y'all
wanna- you
talk
don't
about
wanna
invade
kick
my
out these
city and
Somalis,
everything
though.
like that, man. I'm damn near just Chicago.
You know what? Speaking of these Africans, I was going to wrap this up, but I got one more just to get out. Let me pull up this
Hey,
next
Hood.
one.
I've been kind of in and out in the stream. Did you ever show the chart that shows food stamp usage?
What is that on his house? on his head.
No, I didn't even know that was a chart. I mean, I didn't even see that chart. I'm pretty sure a bunch of those exist.
I'll send it to you. But in short, food stamp usage doubled under Biden, right? Doubled. So
That's fraud enough indicator right there.
Yeah, it doubled and it stayed up. But here's the thing: even before it doubles, probably a third of that was fraud, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you actually got rid of the fraud, you could probably eliminate the deficit. And if we did that, you know how sound the dollar would be? That would help every poor person, man.
Oh my God.
That would be the equivalent of you niggas getting your check.
But
anyway, I want to play this next clip. Let me do the math later, Dave. Do the math when you're at work, Dave.
Okay, right.
You're not listening. You're not listening. I said eliminate fraud. I didn't say just food stamps.
Like you said, you pain comparing. I don't care what. But I'm talking about it's the fact that it's a human thing. Human thing. When you want power, and as royalty, I can speak to this. Royalty, at the end of the day, it's a fucking myth that you put in people because.
What is that on his head?
And some people.
It's a hat, man.
Sell that shit and let it in. And that's what breeds royalty. And that's what breeds power. So you, as an African, got sold out by me as somebody that had a literally 1,000-year royalty bloodline, and I have a sword from my family line to show one of the battles that fought off the colonizers that came and tried to bring missionaries and Christianity to us, and we fought it off. I'm telling you, there's a lot more to it than the 300-400 years of cage captivity pain silo that black people are caught in, bro.
And all that shit, they didn't create no Jordans.
Listen to me. You could fuck on him and not have a baby and be labeled a snickerler.
And that ain't got nothing to do with me, bro.
Oh, what?
Black people that live in the U.S. and black people that live outside the U.S. have completely different realities. So what I'm trying to say is, let's talk in those different realities in the U.S. I'm in the U.S.
But you are not a black man from the U.S. So you have to speak on, okay.
Hell no, his swag is like apronish. God damn, man. Who taught you that?
This is what I was taught from.
Dave, go on mute.
From day one, my mother, I fortunately didn't have the lack of escape as most black people in this country do, of not being told what you look like is beautiful. I was always secure for the most part with being black. Back over here, they don't care how dark you are, you're just black. And the reason why I'm trying to very much separate the realities and talk about here is the fact that when you're here and you live here and you don't feel like you know anything else and you're trapped in this skin, all you know for the most part is what I was talking to you about, addicted to the pain, because that's all you've heard about and that's all you know. We're fundamentally a peaceful people that want to thrive. That's what Africa is like. We want to thrive.
Were you fleeing some type of danger?
Nah, we chilling now. So I'm actually lucky enough to be born privileged back home. Like, it wasn't like I'm not from the parts that are it's very stereotypical now. It's just war torn. There's kids everywhere, savages. It's crazy. Like, I actually grew up. I'm lucky enough to be quite privileged, and that's part of the reason I was, involved.
Hey, pause right quick.
You already did. Don't ever let yourself feel bad for these people, no matter what you might think.
Listen, bro. Hold on. Listen. But the fact that they have super rich people, right, in these cities that actually look half decent, and you have Teslas driving on dirt roads, right, driving past a kid who's bathing in a bucket of dirty brown water, is the most African thing ever. Like, that's just how it is.
And you know what,
right?
Freeman Journal? I love that for them.
Right. And that's what's so crazy. It's like, the top 2% of Africans is how Africa lives. Bruh, no. I mean, all those wells that Mr. Beast built aren't producing water. Because maintenance ain't a thing, and helping another tribe is not a thing.
Well, the IQ, Freeman, you forgot the IQ level in the so-called mother continent is damn near below 85, bro. I mean, they could barely rub two sticks together to create fire, bro.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the context to that is IQ is not distributed evenly, right? So
Yeah.
you got the top 2% who are probably 100 plus, right? And then the rest are like damn near mongoloids. So, and then it's the source of that data, right? They're probably testing the smartest people to even get those numbers to make the comparison. So what about the rest who aren't taking the test?
The average sub-Saharan IQ is 75.
Right.
I said below 85. That's why I said
probably lower.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Well, I think the last time I checked, it was 75. And they keep testing it because they keep calling the test racist, and it keeps coming out lower. I hate to be that guy, but it's true.
Well, we are that guy. We are that guy. Be the bad guy.
They keep testing it, and they keep calling it racist, and then when they keep testing it with new parameters, it comes out lower. So
and here's the thing, man. That is why smart blacks are incompatible with everybody else, all of the blacks.
Yes.
That's why. That's that's diaspora wide. Africa, Caribbean, America, don't matter. Right? That's the part of who's that guy? That dude's research. If you get a B+, you have less black friends. That's the whole diaspora.
Like, never mind.
You can read above a 4th grade level, all that good stuff. If you a black person, I'm including the women too. You know what I'm saying? They smart. If you got IQ at least 120 or better, you can't associate yourself with more than 5 black people at a time. I'm sorry.
Did you really just say women are smart?
I don't believe that at all.
Try
If your IQ should be able to, you should have such a stratification of your IQ that you should be able to talk to people of all likes.
Stratification of your IQ. Wait, what does that mean? Stratification of your IQ.
Understand the word stratification. There should be such a bell curve. There should be such a bell curve of your IQ that you should be able to. You should be able to communicate with stupid people. Like, imagine if a doctor couldn't break. Imagine if a doctor with a high IQ couldn't break down
what's going on with the patient.
What's going on with the patient to the patient. They wouldn't. It would never help.
But there's some smart people. There's some smart people that are so smart they have a hard time. Like Bill Gates, for example, or not Bill Gates, but I kind of Bill Gates, but Steve Jobs, for example, he struggled most of his life because he had a hard time getting through with the social cues because the way his brain was wired. So I
got a question. So you saying black people don't take honors classes?
Okay, no.
Who the fuck said that?
I said that. What y'all saying here?
I took honors classes. That's why I can say that. Yes.
We have to explain how the bell
this shit is wild. Honestly.
No, we're talking about bell curves, man. And I gave one example. I gave one example.
So, this is how it works, right, Dave? Okay. So we're talking about averages, all right? Of course, there are super intelligent black people. Absolutely. There are super intelligent Africans.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, there are. They exist, okay? Neil deGrasse Tyson is absolutely an intelligent black person, all right?
Says who?
No, he's intelligent. He just sold out. But go ahead.
He sold out, but he is an intelligent person, right? Without a doubt. Very intelligent. But when we're talking about averages, we're talking about the average IQ of a said population. So the people that are outliers make the rule. Okay. So it says even more, right? There's an Einstein with 130 IQ. Well, Einstein was great, but when the average population, right, has 100, 110 IQ, Einstein is a genius in his own regards, but it's not that significant compared to a Neil deGrasse Tyson when the average IQ is 75 and he has a 130. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like we're talking about averages. So when everyone has the average IQ of 75, we get people that have the IQ of 130.
I was just addressing this whole thing of when dude was saying, well, if you're smart and you're black, you can't be around black people. That's all I was saying. It was like, wait a minute.
That's class stuff though. That's not even it's different. It's class stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because the higher classes tend to select for different traits than lower classes do.
Right.
Man,
And every system does that, by the way.
It's not just that, because it happens in grade school, right?
Yep.
In grade school, going to the same school. It's not class, right? You're not shoving a high IQ suburban black kid next to a low IQ urban black kid, right? They go into the same school.
But
right?
it happens.
But I mean that I'm sure that happens obviously with busing and whatnot, but in his research, it's the same kids in the same school, less black friends.
And then the second they mix, whatever, what happens? We seen it like in the early 2000s. It happened in the 90s. Pretty sure it happened like before then. Oh, you think you're smart? It beats you up.
You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me?
Yeah, because they got an inferiority complex because they know that they're not as smart as the
But
other
then
kids.
you have to ask your question. You have to ask yourself a question like, what's more important, having a network or having isolated intelligence? Now, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
like,
which one is that.
but you can't network with people they're completely like against you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not an either or. Right? It's a false paradigm, right? That doesn't exist. It's like,
If y'all grew up in the suburbs,
you could be smart and you don't know nobody, or you can be in the hood and know people, and then you have a network.
No. Did y'all grow up in the suburbs? Because
does that matter?
Right.
Yeah, because I grew up in this supposed hood that y'all talking about, and it really just doesn't fit what y'all saying.
What?
Well, I mean,
I grew up in an urban small farm town. So
like the whole notion of like the nerds, like if you're a nerd and not doing shit, like you're considered like, why is you messing with dude? Or like, oh, you see them going ahead and all of that, and like you're dealing with like hundreds and hundreds of blocks. So there's nobody just saying, oh, look, there's a nerd, let's target them. No, it's more like,
but you have a image in your head of what a nerd is, or like we're talking about smart people, not nerds.
Yeah, I'm whatever you want to say, smart, whatever. I don't care. And then, like in cities, they have like all these different organizations. You got honors classes. Man, if you're smart,
you have honors
you're gonna get
classes in small town schools.
Right.
What are you talking about? That's just part of school all across the board.
How you been drinking this morning, afternoon, Dave?
No, I'm just trying to. It just sounds like, because I don't want to say where I grew up was like the worst place or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was pretty good in this, that, and the other. But like future doctors were on the next block, and engineers and everything, as well as
but
like,
Dave,
do you
and everybody knew each
saying?
other and all of that. Now once we grew up to like 23, 24, everything changed. Like the worst elements actually working, upstanding citizens and all of that. But while the formative teenage years were there wasn't this, hey, it was okay, the hood dudes are doing what the hood dudes do and the other guys do what they do. And it wouldn't intersect like y'all saying it does.
What are you talking about?
And nobody knows what you're talking about, man. Hey, whoever's gonna explain it, go ahead and explain it, please.
Okay, moving on. Did someone else have something to say?
I understood perfectly what he was saying.
Okay,
of course you did.
To the rest of us? Can you explain it to the rest of us?
No, this is
all he's saying is the smart AP classes, the advanced class kids. A lot of them still play sports. A lot of them still walk around the neighborhood. If they weren't gang banging, drug dealing, out here being a real nigga, they didn't have those problems. They just did their thing. It was just two different worlds, and those two different worlds did exist. They weren't isolated. They had their own world.
Exactly.
You see, this is
why didn't you just say that then?
Sometimes,
I'm sorry for not being eloquent like dude.
Please.
Too far. We've crossed the 3-hour mark, and for some reason, my show, if I'm going by myself, I can maintain it. But when we have a panel and it goes past the 3-hour mark, it gets into all kind of weird territory. I apologize. It's totally on me. My
You only
bad.
got that only happens when you had 3 Chicago niggas. You only got 2 up here, but have been quiet, have been well behaved. It has been this nigga Dave that's been tweaking, but I understand.
You know what? I wasn't even gonna put I wasn't even gonna say Chicago's name.
Trenton. I
I
don't know.
wasn't gonna say Chicago's name. I was gonna leave y'all out of it. Just take the weight. But now that Chicago in it, we're gonna blame these niggas now since you said it. Either way, about time to wrap this one up. We're gonna put this one in the can. I'm gonna come back in an hour or two for another show. I got a whole other idea I want to work out. We got to come back to this woke women conversation. Did you know these chicks are crazy and murderous too? Yeah, there's awful a lot.
Dildos. They awful dildos, Hood.
Hey, Hood. I submitted you something the other day, and it talks about the women's. I guess they did an MRI or whatever, and their pleasure centers lit up, and it said something about the difference between men and justice or whatever, and empathy for like criminals in the women's case.
Send it to me again real quick so it's at the top of the
Are you really telling me they had a girl play with herself while she was in an MRI machine just to see what would happen?
No. They presented a situation
that we have to do for science. Yeah, Snowman. Never underestimate what we'll have to do for science. Do you really want to get the knowledge or not?
Yeah, we need to get that knowledge.
That's all I'm saying. Sometime you might have to strap a chick to a chair and study her brain chemistry. For science, nigga.
I think the first vibrator got invented.
Hey, Hood, I just sent it to you again.
I heard Sigmund Freud kind of did that. He was a creep. He was a freak ball.
Yeah, he was. But go ahead.
Anyway, listen, we're gonna wrap this up. I'll be back in an hour or two. I'm gonna take a lunch break or something, and we're gonna have us to talk about these woke women. And I'm gonna totally drag Keisha to the front because normally when you say woke women, it codes as Becky. But my thesis today is that Keisha is a Karen too.
Isn't she the face of the Democrat Party?
Be on the lookout.
Well, Keisha is a hyena, man.
No, she's the face of the Democrat Party.
I mean, that's almost disrespectful to Karens.
Y'all be safe out here in this winter storm.
Damn, Hood ain't gonna play it. The Jamil Hill and the Froster from Black Lives Matter.
Oh, you don't want to touch that, Dave. See, look, your beloved Keisha, she's a Karen.
I just want to
Dave want to quit now. You're like, oh, Keisha's a Karen too. I'm out of here. It's too much for me.
Oh, do you know the Gen Z version of Karen now is Jessica? Did you see that through the grapevine?
No, that's crazy.
Yep, Jessica.
It's evolving.
Yep, the Gen Z version is Jessica. So you got Karen and Jessica.
I got a couple exes named Jessica.
Sitting up here watching ICE, with the protesters and this motherfucking riot and shit. And I'm sitting up here, I'm seeing these motherfuckers push back against these bitches. And I'm sitting up here thinking, where the fuck is the dogs at, man? Where the fucking dog at, man? You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all already got the green light. Black America is not getting into this shit. Y'all already got the green light, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about us, man. There might be some black bitches out there, and we don't give a fuck. They need their ass whooped anyway, bro. Y'all need to let these folks have it, bro. Let these dogs and these water cannons out on these people, man. Fuck these folks. Look.
The streets have spoken.
No, white people, be very aware of these newly white black folks out here. Be aware of them.
No, agreed. Never relax, bro. Never relax, bro.
I'm just saying.
I will never tell you wrong, bro. Never let you down.
Don't show them where you live, man. They'll be casing the place.
I'll buy this best passion.
Hey, you know what, Snowman? That's how I feel about people that like unironically be like, yeah, as a conservative, we should. And I'm like, man, look at this cat, man. Because I saw Poetic Flacco calling himself conservative.
Wait, what?
I'm like, that dude, Poetic Flacco from No Jumper.
Yeah.
He called himself on Fresh and Fit a conservative.
Oh,
and I'm like, man, these cats is off the chain, man. Ain't nothing about that dude conservative.
Who said this?
Poetic Flacco. He's a stuttering dude that black dude to be on No Jumper.
Yeah.
Poetic Flacco.
I think he a tether too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
He always be in everybody's business, man, gossiping like academics.
Man,
That's
all
his
these
same
fools.
thing.
Listen, man, all these newly, well, they're not even right of center, right? It's just that the Democrats are so bad that aligning themselves with them is like it's too much socially. So now they're looking for. They haven't changed at all. They're just weather vanes, right? They're just looking for a new space to say, I'm this. You know, I don't actually want to, cut little boys' stuff off. No,
Yeah.
not me. No.
Listen,
It's a
there's
money
nothing
grab.
like
It's
having a strong leader to bring people to your team. Is all I'm saying.
Others. Likewise, in a period of just 7 months, I have ended 7 unendable wars. They said they were unendable. You're never
Yo.
gonna get them solved. Some were going for 31 years. 2 of them.
This is
31.
fucking
Think of it.
amazing.
31 years. One was 36 years. One was 28 years. I ended 7 wars. Others. Likewise, in a period of just 7 months, I have ended.
And you know the left is kicking themselves in the ass, saying, "Why can't we meme like
get
this?"
them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay?
Don't you think so, CNN? Don't you think so? Wouldn't you say that they probably do at this point? After going through it for years with me, being hit, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, the Iran nuclear threat wiped out, don't you think, and then you just had Venezuela, don't you think, she says, CNN, do you think they take your threat seriously? Wouldn't you say they do after all of the things we've done? What a stupid question.
The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil on December 10th.
We're going to keep it. We're keeping it.
Where's it?
We're going to keep it
for the
too.
strategic
Maybe
oil
we'll sell
reserve?
it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll use it in the strategic reserves. We're keeping it. We're keeping the ships also. Yeah, please.
That's
So have you
our oil
spoken to
now.
American oil companies that had their assets seized about what a post-Maduro
Yes.
Venezuela would mean for them, of what coming
I have.
back and restarting
All
operations?
the big ones. Yeah. I have.
We're gonna keep it.
Hey, Trump did say that we could do whatever we.
right here, B.
Trump did say we could do whatever we wanted now.
He did. I love him for that. I swear to God, I love him for that, man.
Man,
Trump is
man.
the boss right now.
You got this. He left the
No, you
who.
not.
Hey, yo, Hood, you got the one they got Trump doing a Dave Chappelle, what's the name, as Bush, you know what I'm saying, talking about the oil.
Nah, I ain't get that one yet, man. I mean,
Oh,
I've
bro.
been catching them. I got a whole bunch of like JD Vance memes right now. I don't know why. JD Vance is going crazy on the internet right now too, bro. But no, I gotta end this one. I need to get up out of here. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. We're gonna come back for a whole nother discussion later on, man. But thank you guys for watching the show. I appreciate y'all coming out today. Do hit that like button on your way out. Shout out to everybody who supported the show today. Can't do this without you guys. Thank you so much to our Chocolate Bunny with the $2 Snow Bunny Heaven for Pastor. Man, that was amazing. These niggas really did. Let me drop the Snow Bunny clip for Pastor, y'all.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
And the mystery enigma with the $6. When are we gonna admit that Trump is the blackest president ever?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your sheriff?
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Listen, Trump is my nigga, man. I don't care what nobody
I was
says.
going to say, I thought we already admitted that Obama was the first black president and Trump is the first ninja president.
No, yeah, Trump is the first nigga. He's the nigga. He's the real nigga.
What
Trump
about
is the
Bill
first
Clinton, though?
real
Hold on,
nigga
hold on.
in the White House.
Hold on. What about Bill Clinton? I thought Bill Clinton was the first black president. Obama was like the first Negro president. So you saying that Trump now is the first ninja president?
It's levels to this
Yes,
shit. It had to happen
yes.
in order. It was
Trump is a real ninja.
Yeah, not like these fake ass pantsuit Obama wearing ass niggas. Nah. Trump probably wear Jordans when nobody's around.
So does Obama.
Look, we gotta wrap this one up, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all guys later. Thank y'all
Trump
so much
Black
for
Air
coming out.
Forces. That's what
Oh,
Trump
the black ones. Trump probably got a pair of black ones on. Anyway, I gotta go, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Please look out for the next show. About an hour and a half from now. I will be back later, man. Peace, y'all.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.